Very professional of me. I showed up like 2 seconds before it turned 10:01. Always got to cut it as close as humanly possible. See, YouTube is good. All right. All right, all right, all right. First, yo, what's up, Pot Roast? How you doing, bro? Hopefully, my voice doesn't disappear midway through this. We can pray, right? Or maybe that's better for you if my voice does disappear. You're like, dude, I'm sick of listening to this guy. Get him out of here.
Good news, Andy Serkis interview about his upcoming Lord of the Rings movie. Andy Serkis defends lack of diversity in Lord of the Rings.
That is so weird because Andy Serkis is woke. As far as I remember. I will say, though, Andy Serkis is probably one of the most talented people of all time. Yeah, because he was in the new Animal Farm. But yeah, this guy knows how to play a freaking character, bro. Gollum, all that stuff. You're sick too? Must be a new pandemic. I'm not sick. The weather, where I live has had the worst weather of all time, and it has absolutely robbed me of my vocal cords for whatever reason.
Rings cast. Well, what? This is a summary.
How you doing, Cosmic?
And lack of diversity for Hunt for Gollum. Tolkien himself was influenced by a lot of Norse mythology. There's a lot of that feeling. The Shire feels very white, you know? They're not very concerned with what goes on beyond the borders of the Shire, but they do know that they...
Did Tolkien ever even see a black person in his life? Like, let's be honest.
Don't want people coming in. Yes, there have been criticisms, he says, acknowledging arguments for now almost a quarter of a century old. This particular film somewhat acknowledges that, but I don't think that we'll be doing politically correct, just casting for the sake of casting and ticking boxes version of the film, so it's only where it's relevant, basically. Thank God.
I mean, he's 100% cooking, but it's so weird to hear Andy Serkis say this because, I mean, like I said, he was just in the new Animal Farm movie. He was just defending the new Animal Farm movie for its, like, modern take on whatever, which basically just means the molestation of the story. Fair. Answer your question, doing much better. Was sick as a dog on Sunday and yesterday, doing much better today. Well, I'm glad you're doing better, bro.
We're finally tired of this
sorry
shit.
you're sick.
I feel like I've been an elf my whole life, so it feels very validating to go and actually be able to do it as a job. I'm a huge fan of Lord of the Rings. I'm a huge fan of Andy. And so I think just being able to be a part of this world and to inhabit this character is a dream come true.
This is the teaser. This is the Hunt for Gollum.
Here we go. On to the
Hunt for Gollum based on fan. Yeah, exactly, dude. Anytime somebody in Hollywood says they're a fan of something, I'm like, yeah, sure. I'm a fan so long as I get to change stuff to align with exactly how I like it. Middle Earth feels very white because it's supposed to be a mythology for Britain. Esoteric, exoteric distinction strikes again.
mocap state.
Is this movie based on any kind of like books or anything, or is this just like some homebrew? I really don't know. I mean, did Tolkien write anything for Lord of the Rings besides The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings? No? Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I feel like this is just some kind of homebrew, which is like, it's based on one line from Gandalf in the Fellowship. How does that not surprise me at all? Like, at all. Like, stuff like this does not need to be extrapolated. If Tolkien himself did not extrapolate it, it don't need to be extrapolated, bro. Like, this guy knows how to write a freaking story. This guy has one of the biggest, like, universes ever made in literature. I searched everywhere for the creature Gollum, but the enemy found him first. It's funny, because Bilbo found him. The Cimmerillion too. How you doing, Penny?
For day one.
Thank you, everyone. Standing by to shoot.
Very exciting.
I know a lot of people didn't like
roll camera.
the Hobbit movies. I kind of like the Hobbit movies, man. Like, I thought they were solid. They obviously weren't, like, of the tier of the actual Lord of the Rings movies. But I did enjoy The Hobbit.
And action.
Bro, what is going on with Asmongold's face when he when he hears him say that? I swear he's like turning into Gollum himself. Some really a one paragraph year, 10 to 15. Moving on 100 years later in the paragraph. Well, this is after Bilbo, before being tortured by Sauron, who then gives up Bilbo's name, starting up the Nazgul hunting Frodo. I see.
Oh my god. Jesus. Bro, he just turned it on.
The entire Lord of the Rings team who worked on the originals are reassembled for a start.
Our local sheep femboy lover is back. No. This cannot be my new title, bro. Like, whoa, wait a minute. Hold on. That's crazy, dude.
Like a proper Middle-earth film.
Damn.
There's no question. A lot of the filmmaking techniques harken back to the first trilogy. So I think it'll be a great marriage of a new story and an intimate story within
and
the
Tomboy
lore
Hater
and world of the Middle-earth that we all love.
That's insane.
No,
I didn't know they had all those people coming in.
What am I known for,
Oh
bro?
my god, that's him.
Is this my legacy?
That then became
Glenn.
He was almost cast from the second that we met him.
Take it off us. It hurts us.
Oh my
It
god.
literally just looks like they were like, find a crackhead off the street, throw him in the chair. Oh yeah, this is the one.
God, he's so good.
And it was really in that audition that I came to realize something
no.
that never
I
really
did
occurred
not.
to me, and that the voice and the facial
I did not do anything to sheep, bro. Bingo and sheep fimble. Oh my goodness, dude. No.
expressions and
Oh my
the
God.
energy are related.
His approach was so intense, and he gave absolutely
Like, can we
everything.
please explain why anime sheep girls have horns? I had never thought about it until until the last time, but now I'm deeply concerned.
Every day and physically.
Yeah, some of these people put so much work and time and effort into this, it's insane. I think it's awesome, man.
The Guardian already hates the idea of this movie, so it has a possibility of being
excuse.
good. That's always a good sign.
Previous Lord of the Rings film, made before colorblind casting became
They
common.
are
I
horny?
don't think they're doing
Oh my
colorblind
gosh, bro.
casting. Because every single time, you never have any of the universally evil or bad characters that are being race swapped. It's always
What's up,
the
Ando? How you
morally
doing, Di?
good, universally good
You're trying to
characters.
dance in another
I can
video
very
now?
clearly see that
It's
you
time
are
from
trying
Absinthe and
to
Absu?
change and give
I think I
ownership.
have Absence video pulled up. Or is there another one? Oh, I'm not subbed to Mags. Whoopsie. Oh, I this one, I guess. I'll watch that one in a minute as well. How you doing, Diabolical?
Of these different myths and these stories. It's about ancient Europe. Like, that's what it's about. There weren't any black people there. That's just the way it is. I think that everybody knows that that's what's happening, and I think that's the reason why people have been so far against it.
PETA. Dude. Well, I mean, it's nice that the celebrities are coming out and saying that they don't want a freaking diverse Middle Earth. But the thing is, like, we're dealing with another Hollywood homebrew of, a lot of female sheep have horns. Depends on the breed. Usually smaller horns. I'm safe, chat. They're not femboys. Try to get to sleep of failing. That's fair, bro. That's fair. All right. I'm done to watch this video right now.
Yo.
The worst part is Colbert's rumored to help writing. Oh, yeah, that's right. I made a video on that, actually. I totally forgot about that. Yeah, we are not watching that. If Colbert's writing is even, like, a part of the creative process, I'm good, dude. How funny would it be if Colbert was, like, super based and he's just like, we're no black people in the new Lord of the Rings movie. Come on, guys. Do not step on the meat. I could be eating that.
PTA in the flesh.
I was gonna never mind. I was gonna say something crazy, bro. Never mind. Never mind.
Tasty animals ravaging the plate, no sabbaticals, stacking brisket like bricks, flip the ribs, watch them sizzle griddles, my tabernacle. Biggest dripping with the picket signs, crime, murder.
Bro, I would love freaking
I got cows in a smoker, pigs on the fork, chickens
ribs right now. That sounds fire.
Trees, I heard the barbecue sauce dripping down my chin like revenue. Kale salad, that's a felony. Send it back to the celery cemetery. I'm the grill god, charcoal apostle, best in every hot.
Just remember Colbert has been a fan, even at a skit on a bridge, say "You shall not pass." Yeah, bro. He's I don't know, bro. Colbert is just like, it's so funny to me when people like that say they're fans of something, and then you look at their worldview, and it has nothing to do with anything. Like, they would be completely against Tolkien's entire philosophy. Was that Nux near pork? Wait, was it? I didn't see it. I saw Jew pool.
That's a felony. Send it back to the celery cemetery. I'm the grill god, charcoal apostle, best in every hostile protest outside. Let them starve. I'm devouring the harvest. Carnivore colossal, rabbi rare, medium terror, sear it quick, no error. Bacon strips, flipping acrobatic, automatic fanatic. They say save the planet. I say pass the lamb shank, damn shame. Lamborghini of the lamb.
I don't know who. I only know like,
Of the lamb game.
Let's see. I know Opal. I don't know who any of these other ladies are here. He knows the lore really well, but the TDS is strong in him. That will most likely color his writing. Yeah, probably. But no, before that. I'll go back and look.
Lamborghini of the lamb game, flame game, name them, I flame them, no shame in the stake frame, rare game, air game, tear them, Peter people preaching peaceful, I'm peaceful with a playful, grateful, dead to the veggies, deadly.
Bunny's Opal? Yeah, that's the only one I recognize.
Meat cleaver fever, believer, deceiver, not achiever, chewing through the rumor, booming with the flavor, savior of the taster, chaser, burger, let disturb your word to the herd, absurd ya.
What is even happening in this video, bro? Are you referring to Jew pool? Yeah, I saw Jew pool. Loves Jew pool? Bro, it's such a funny idea, man. Like, such a funny character. Oh my gosh, bro. Diabolica's hitting that.
People eating tasty animals.
That's a crazy shirt. I look so surprised, bro. It's a good sign that there are honestly too many people to keep track of. Stop standing on the meat, we're not Indians. That is something. That's actually so Pippa, bro. Pippa would 100% just walk into a Buc-ee's and set the meat aisle on fire. I did not want to be dancing. Absinthe did it to me. Well, you don't want to be sensually dancing, standing on meat, surrounded by a bunch of women.
Meat is murder. They scream through the fence, but my place full of
he did this like 2 days. This is a hilarious video, bro.
People eating tasty animals.
Fire up the grill, let the good times roll.
Savor every bite, no apology.
How did he take a bite out of it, bro? He's got a mask on. 2.5 days. I'm not that fast. Yo, what's up, Absinthe? Thank you, bro. Oh my gosh, I'm dancing with Highlander, bro. When I said that should have been me, instead of dancing with Powder, I actually wanted to dance with Highlander. I guess. He can't eat through his mask, yeah.
People eating tasty animals.
Oh, yeah, we love it, yeah, we chew it, that's the menu.
Carnivores forever, that's the anthem. From the farm to the fork, we raise our hands and one more round.
Iraqi tried to leg sweep you for dancing with Powder. That's funny. We gotta be careful, bro. Come on, man. We cannot we cannot be saying that. That's crazy. That is crazy. Like, whoa.
Hear the sound.
P-E-T-A, ever, clever, never be and never worker.
All right. Was there Nux?
Sauce dripping down my chin like red. Because dripping with the picket signs, crime, murder while I'm sipping red. I got cows in the smoker, pigs on the fork.
I think I saw Nux in here.
Ahead. They hug trees, I hug the barbecue sauce dripping down my chin like revenue. Kale salad, that's a felony. Send it back to the celery cemetery.
Funny thing about deliveries head after a big one.
Charcoal apostle, best in every hostel.
I'm starting to question your level of degeneracy. I'm not a degenerate, bro. I'm a normal guy.
No error, bacon strips, flipping acrobatic, automatic fanatic.
You missed it again? I think you guys are just trying to get me to replay the video 15 times. And maybe I'll just watch it 15 times. Nux at 28 seconds. Oh my god, you guys got the timestamps, bro.
People eating tasty animals, ravaging the plate, no sabbaticals, stacking brisket like bricks, flip the ribs, watch them sizzle griddles, my tabernacle. Because dripping with the picket signs, crime, murder while I'm sipping red. I got cows in the smoke,
yeah, there is
pigs on the fork, chickens club.
I don't know how I can see it, bro. He's like over there in the corner. That's not very kosher of him, man. All right, I'll watch Absint's other video as well. The problem.
It's the year of the goat.
Or did you upload a video too, Dai?
You know what really
Nux with Kaya as usual.
Pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, bro, they gotta save that dog.
Really floats my boat. Pleasure to meet you on Mags Noctis. You know the one you think is soulless, cause it'll get you more followers. How pure of you to cast out and sow doubt in the name of clout. What's all that about?
I'm not gonna get any of the references. Blue Jew likes to be hiding.
That's neither here nor there. Listen, it's funny. The size of your hate gonna
I don't really know anything about Mags.
You think anybody really cares on the internet about the stake you don't have and where you place your bets? What's his game? Why so vague? They got a sex dungeon, don't they? Imagine being outraged over a Discord server kind of fake and gay. They're at it again. Oh no, oy vey. Nothing but gooners,
not the Jews, bro.
Dirty little sex consumers. Ignoring the normal people with a spark and a sense of humor. Puritans and larpers tripping over themselves, acting like boomers. Horses so high they're taped together with fent patches. Get more annoyed so I can watch you tear down statues. Signal up
Did
your
that horse say fentanyl
in the meantime,
instead of fentanyl?
Post and neglect to add or tag you. I'm Max Noctis, the problem. Look at all these boosts, why can't I hold them? Butter on my popcorn, salty golden. Snacking out while I'm laughing at your scolding. Public enemy number one, leaving you stunned. For the love of the game, I'm doing it for fun. You think you know what it means to steal lemons? Well, you don't, so go water your sunflower.
Patches?
Tell each other you got power. You think Tartarus is Greek hell? Spoiler, it's not. What else you got? They're all best friends. Isn't that crazy, guys? They aren't. Fuck them and fuck you too. You think I give a damn about a follow? Half of you people don't even like me, nor do you know me. But Mags, don't you want to be in the group? Why? For you to find a way to use me like a ladder, then leave me for dead and scatter. You're the only people that think you even matter. Living in delusion like some kind of Mad Hatter. And I don't care if I'm being monitored. I'm here to inspire, support, and create. So go right ahead, watch me out of hate. Claiming everything I do is bait. Number steps ahead while you're late. So late for a very important wait. I'm off track. I care about security. You care about the purity. We're not the same.
Apparently people have been scolding Max Noctis and Club Tartarus. I mean, I have literally no idea.
Famous, shameless. What's that mean, girl? Mean girl, acting like twin girls. But I didn't do nothing. Let the fuckery commence. Another day, rolling my eyes at gay ops on X. Since you're all already at it, though, let me give you another reason to
I don't care about any of the drama, bro.
Here's a whole set. Cause I'm Max Noctis, the problem. Look at all these boosts.
What is Club Tartarus? I think it's just another AI Discord server. Apparently all the lyrics refer to the scolding. I see.
You probably think this track's about you, is not, but go ahead and read. If you're offended, it's you, not an ish me. Bishop to E3, I'm playing 4D chess while you're barking up trees. Fucking mutt, you got fleas? Cause I just don't care for opinions of sheep. Another day.
The references in this are so much deeper than you think. The more you think of them, the deeper they go.
Entertained by the elegance of intellect. You can't impress me with simple sentience. Don't get me wrong, I didn't call you stupid. No verbal negligence, I'm better than simple pestilence. More than I can say for some, though. Throwing around stones and glass homes. Why would you risk your brand with such recklessness? I'm not about my
I don't know. I don't have beef with anybody, so like any of the drama stuff, I'm just like, I don't buy it.
Wait a minute, let me prompt that. While I'm managing communities and dealing with y'all while you talk.
I don't have a part in it.
Thinking you know anything about everything and what everybody else lacks. With the G5, what's got you so
I was immune to all the drama. No, I'm just out here, bro. Are you guys butter popcorn enjoyers?
I do this shit for fun.
Well, I know Club Tartarus has like the NSFW stuff. I know a lot of people don't like the NSFW stuff. I mean, me personally, I don't join any NSFW servers either, but butter is love, butter is life. Okay, what about the caramel popcorn and stuff? Are you a caramel popcorn fan? Caramel popcorn is absolutely disgusting. All the beef has been pretty retarded for the most part. Probably a good thing that there's different competing groups. Bacon is life. I would eat bacon simply due to the fact that that the people I don't like can't. I love caramel popcorn. Really, bro? Do you like root beer too? I feel like those are very similar tasting things. Or not similar tasting, but I feel like I feel like those are if you like caramel popcorn, you'd like root beer. I hate root beer too. Caramel's not very good on popcorn. For popcorn, it's only butter and salt. I agree. I think I mean, I'm not even the biggest popcorn fan, to be honest. The only time I ever eat popcorn is if I go to the movies, which is like once a freaking year at this point, because nobody releases good movies anymore. Bro, like what do I have on my screen right now?
NK-pop, straight out of Pyongyang, supreme leader in the house. 가보자고!
Completely unrelated. Have you guys ever seen the movie The Interview? That is one of the funniest movies of all time. Holy frick. Like, I don't like Seth Rogen, but he was funny as frick in that movie.
나는 높은 곳에 친구들이 있지 from Moscow to Beijing. 나는 마치 신과 같아 combined with a king. 나에겐 최고 지도자 스타일이 있지.
I can imagine Gleeman was talking crap about people behind their back. They're picking him as Gooner. He was limited to being about the NSFW stuff. I don't think I've ever spoken to Gleeman. That was a hilarious film. Yeah, it was so freaking funny, bro. Yeah, I don't have beef with anybody. I've never had bad experiences with anybody.
I'm going to press the button. I'm the rocket man, sending rockets to the sky. 이거 마치 불꽃놀이 같지 where everybody dies. I'm the rocket man. I love all my country.
Wait, is that Putin with like a perm?
Then I kinda hate you then.
It's strange how much this does not look like Kim Jong-un, but like, I feel like it should look like him. But it really doesn't. It just looks like some fat North Korean man. Which is like, it's kind of impressive because there's only one fat North Korean man. It's literally only him because everyone else is starving to death.
난 하루에 책을 2원씩 쓰지 invented burritos for fun. 난 3살 때부터 운전을 했고.
Bro, what was Xi Jinping just eating? What am I missing? Yo, what's up, Bernie? I try to mitigate unnecessary conflicts when I don't force incompatible people together. What's this? People can have beef with each other. Like, I mean, if people have problems with each other, that's fine. Not everybody's meant to get along. But I'm not gonna like have beef with other people because other people don't like each other. It's like pointless for me.
I'm going to press the button. I'm the rocket man, sending rockets through the sky.
This is kind of a banger. The lyrics are references to actual claims made by Kim, yeah.
프리시만 아니라면 then I kinda hate you then. I'm North Korean for real, I know South Korean chump. World War III will now be paused cause I'm pen pals with Donald Trump.
This video is so stupid, bro. In K-pop, got like 3 songs for you to hack apart. I'm embarrassed. I'll listen to him in a bit. Dude, like, what?
Alright, man. Time to press the button. Not that one. I'm talking about.
Dude, it's crazy. If this was like a real song, I wonder how a North Korean would be forced to react to this. You know how like they're forced to like do their like weird like fake jumping and clapping or you know whatever anytime they see Kim Jong-un. I mean, they literally get indoctrinated to think this guy can hear their thoughts, bro.
The like button. Peace out or not.
You got a schedule yet? I need to put it on my work calendar. Yeah, it's on Twitter. Anno stream isn't the place for it though. Yeah, please don't bring drama in here. This is definitely not the place for it. Dude, it's actually crazy to me that like North Korea exists as a place. Like they're actually forced down, like top down from the government. I gotta go water my sunflower, BRB. You mean you can't hear their thoughts? Believe it or not. Dude, my favorite story is that Kim Jong-un played 18 holes of golf and shot a 19. Like, like who believes that? It's like, oh yeah, guys, I had to make it believable. He only missed 1 hole in 1. He only missed 1 hole in 1, guys. Kim Jong-un is actually a freaking golf savant. The Kim stories are crazy. Bro, like, I just can't imagine living in North Korea and you have to have, like, pictures of this dude on your wall, like a freaking Kim Jong-un shrine. Also, what internet do they use over there? Like, they got like, North Korean Billy, bro. I should probably connect to my hotel Wi-Fi. Dude, I'm pretty sure they can actually... Or I'm pretty sure they will literally kill you in North Korea if you've watched, like, movies from outside of North Korea. Which is insane. The Kimternet? Yeah, bro. Alright. I want to see what's going on with the Imeru situation. Holy moly. There are a ton of interviews for people who fled from North Korea. You can watch on YouTube. Guys, are we unemployed enough to enjoy this? What is happening?
Day for the unemployed. Mizkif dropped the Emeru files, and now they're getting crazy. So crazy, even XQC's new girlfriend chimed in. Hey,
Isn't XQC's new girlfriend also a OnlyFans person? This drama never ends. Well, I mean, it has to do with Mizkif. That guy's entire life has just revolved around drama.
You gotta react to your queen Emeru's 48 minutes of lies, or do you want to keep hitting on her, saying how cool you are for using the N-word as a password at 33 years old?
Only based. Wait, more respect gained to Asmongold. Like, dude, this guy's actually tweaking out on freaking Twitter about Asmongold using the N-word as a password. Like, dude, do you think anybody who watches Asmongold cares, man? Like, who cares, bro?
This to be in a screenshot years ago.
Ooh, nobody gives a shit.
Is watching it through you work as a buffer? No. You like double unemployment if you watch it through me watching it, bro.
Thing I've ever heard. And now nobody can hack your password because if they do, they are racist. A creative, huh?
Didn't have my phone on silent.
Like I'm talking really creative like that. Screenshotted JK. At a certain point, he wasn't even the word anymore, lol. Everyone knows I said it, don't worry. Oh, so left-wingers, no hard R, we're calling her a racist chud. And then right-wingers, no hard R, we're calling her a based racist chud. This isn't 2020. Nobody gives
I think it's so funny that, like, nobody even cares about getting called racist anymore. I'm doing the Macaulay Culkin Home Alone yell. Like, who is genuinely upset about Emeru DMing Asmongold and Asmongold said the N-word? And it wasn't even the N-word, bro. It was like a freaking fake password N-word. Like, drop the real one, dude.
About slurs, grow the f up. And then Miskiff immediately got exposed for saying the N-word himself. Yo, there's a in the car. Hot take, but I think saying...
Wait, bring back the old Miskiff, bro. Where's this Miskiff? It's like Joe Biden. Bring back the racist Joe Biden. What's the new lame Joe Biden, man? Same with Miskiff, man. Dude, I don't understand how Miskiff ever thinks he's gonna win a drama after being upset that he got a freaking Kirby plushie thrown at him and then admitting that he blew a trans dude after breaking up with Emiru. Like, I don't know much about Emiru, but I do know she's pretty. Can you imagine having a girlfriend as pretty as Emiru? Then you break up with her and the first thing you do is blow a transgender? Like, oh my god, what a fall off. Unspeakable.
The N-word to black people is bad, but there are times it's fully justified. Like, for instance, you stub your toe, or, you know, you're playing chess and you lose.
Or, like, you just wake up in the morning. I think that's pretty valid reason to say it sometimes.
Why?
So this went to Obama viral, and wait, trust me, there's more. I think I have videos of me saying it. Really, lol? Yeah, I think I have super bad stuff online and no one cares. But Pokemon is racist for her clips. But you don't try to act perfect, I guess. Yeah, that's why people hate her. Not because of the words. It's the fakeness, 100%. I feel like Miz is pretty much over the canceled stuff, but it's always gonna be there, and he can't joke around with it like I know he would because of OTK, lol. You can't trust these screenshotted, JK. She wasn't joking. Also, I think it's a bit of a nerd move to hold on to this for like years and be vindictive.
Bro, I don't think you should ever like DM people anything. Well, I was gonna say DM people anything like weird if they're also a content creator, because let's be honest, man, people are gonna screenshot it. But I mean, Asmon didn't really say anything weird. I mean, he just said stuff everybody already knows he would say. You learn something new every day. I didn't hear about Drama Kiff blowing someone, but yeah, bro, he said he blew a trans dude after he broke up with Emiru, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, man. Like, oh my, generational L.
With it, but what do I know? Oh my god, I want XQC to debunk her all over me.
Okay, Jack. With what Asmon says these days, and his content, and his views on things, what if he said, yeah, I said the N-word, what about it? His chat,
retweet.
He would gain viewers, and he would increase his support from people, and people would like him more. I mean,
true.
Let's not act
Let it rip,
like this
bro.
is a form of gotcha that he's going to be avoiding, like he's going to lose something from it.
When French Canadians start making sense, you know the world's upside down.
There's a lot of people, I'll probably repeat myself 4 or 5 times today, but I did see the post that was made about me and the alleged leaked Discord messages.
I feel like they're real. Why would he Photoshop them? That'd be like pretty bad.
I understand that everybody wants me to talk about it, but I am trying to get this lawsuit dismissed, and the only thing that I need to do is just simply not talk about it. So I'm not going to talk about anything. That's really about it. I have no comment at all.
How much funnier would it be if the court system like incentivized you to talk about it on the internet? Just turn everything into like a world star Twitter argument. Instead, we live in a boring timeline where everyone has to be quiet.
And whenever it is dismissed, I will explain everything.
Yeah, I remember Asmongold reacted to one of my videos on this same topic, and check this out. N-word, it's a GG Busta. A word I would never say, by the way.
I've never said the N-word in my life.
Oh, how the truth comes out.
Not talking about anything related to a lawsuit, very smart.
Yeah, this is a bit weird, but moving on. He also changed his Twitter banner and
it's
profile
bad for
picture
content,
to Tectoad's fiance as some sort of gotcha. And I think it's really weird to invoke somebody's girlfriend who's not involved into something, but I digress. And again, Miskiff is suing Asmongold and Emeru, so they can't really even talk about it. And, you know, speaking of lawsuit, recently a jury ordered Meta and YouTube to pay millions for their role in designing and promoting addictive platforms. They knew their apps could
What is
contribute
this
to anxiety,
frickin'
depression,
ad
and
segue,
body
bro?
image issues, but did not share those risks while prioritizing profits. The recent historic verdict underscores the consequences of those decisions. If you or your child spent years growing up
I was wondering how a
social
WestJet
media
video
and
made it to 10
experienced
minutes
serious
long.
mental
Now I
health
know why.
struggles, you should hear this. You may be entitled to a potential recovery of over $1,000. Morgan & Morgan is stepping up to hold these platforms accountable for the harm they have caused.
I was gonna say, bro, this guy's video is normally like 8 minutes long.
Scan the QR code to take a short quiz to see if you qualify for a case. It is entirely free to do, and you may be entitled to compensation. And now, let's get right back into our video. If you're in the USA, share this link with your family and friends and tell them about this. Anyway, back to the lawsuit. XQC's girlfriend chimed in.
You're making out with somebody and how can you go back to this? I don't understand how you can go back to this, bro. If you're making out with your girlfriend who you've been in a relationship with for 3 years, and then you stick your hand down their pants and she says ah, and you take your hand out of her pants and you leave the house and you say sorry, that's not assault. You are if you think that's sexual assault. You are you
already know the gif the Pakistani teenager will use for this.
I mean, this is my girlfriend. I have nothing to do with it. I have nothing to do with this. Yeah, she's her own person.
You are
Yo.
Learn the word. It is what you are. That is not sexual assault.
She's gonna rip the hard R like that? Holy Bezet, I can't.
He says no.
Now she's just overdoing it. You know, a well-placed can hit pretty hard, but if you're saying it like 50 times in a sentence, that's like, bruh.
You think Felix asks every single time that we have any kind of
Yo.
I was kidding.
Can I please have sex with you, milady?
I was kidding.
Bro said
Exposed
XQC
live.
chose the right girlfriend this time. I disagree. The cheeseburger who stole his McLaren was clearly the better option. Also, who was the neighbor in Miskiff's car? While the tables are turning, I wouldn't say they're turning towards Miskiff's favor. It's almost like they're turning against Emaru. I gotta remind y'all how terrible his first response to this was. You know, she accused him of...
I'm gonna be honest. Miskiff's the only person I think could look at somebody and I'd be like, you know, valid sexual assault claim. He looked in my general direction like, ugh. Get him away from me.
Assault, and then he said she was a bad rabbit owner, so a lot of people dismissed his story and him being vindictive instead of him trying to clear his name. And in the new video, he actually established a timeline, brought some facts and a bunch of evidence, which was a lot better. But the way he's moving now, he thinks he's like Gucci Mane in 2006, you know, bringing up old-ass messages. And again, while he is a bit of a cornball, he's definitely not guilty of an actual crime, and having to be labeled a assaulter is pretty intense.
You ever riz up women by telling them that your passwords are variations of the N-word?
Yes.
If you're capable of rizzing up a woman by telling her that your password is the N-word, like, and she's chill with that, just marry her right there, bro. Like, let's be honest.
Okay, it's really not that funny. Speaking of unfunny, this massive virgin said, BRB, changing my banking passwords right now. Bruh, you having a screenshot of your ex's chat like this for blackmail makes you look like an abuser. Matcha Reese friend said,
Miss
no
Queef
one
is
cares
sus of
about
everything,
my
yeah.
N-word anymore. It's not 2020. And then he queued up Riga Regins. You know, black ass
probably like
world
the
isn't
least
real.
trustworthy person on the entire internet.
It's like in an alternate
Didn't
universe.
Wasn't Miskiff the person that had a drama or whatever where he was covering up his friend sexually assaulting somebody and then sent like a whole armada of people to go to the alleged victim's house and tell them to shut up? Also, Miskiff's sister is a corn star.
There's a black ass with gold. Instead of talking about politics all day, he stole your bike.
So,
okay, screenshot.
I'm gonna say
JK
probably not the most
crazy,
trustworthy.
Not gonna lie, that's probably the craziest
trustworthy
thing to come out of
family.
this whole story. Literally adult middle schoolers. Me when I'm trying to impress my Discord e-kitten with edgy racisms. She was snaking her biggest white knight the whole time. No. Emaru's a snake. Screenshot of JK. Proceeds to screenshot it and send it to Miskiff to laugh at. Peak middle school behavior, where a crush talks about you behind your back to the person they actually like. Middle school is kind of where these streamers are mentally, though, so it makes sense. Amen, brother. These streamers are bums. I feel like a straight-up blue-collar worker making these YouTube videos, editing them myself, thinking of thumbnails and titles. Like, I'll be working hard.
My collar's blue and my neck is red.
I will expose everything about every person that you've ever known. I'm gay. And it is time to go full demon time.
Bro's giving
9 months
his
charging
freaking
his goy.
Papa John's the reckoning will happen speech, bro. Sounds like every YouTuber except Anna. Yo, true. I'm hardworking. Ain't no middle schooler either. Very professional, very serious, very mature.
Beam. Even Hassan Piker chimed in. Grown-ass man stuck being an edgy 14-year-old. Brother, you dress like an edgy 14-year-old.
Didn't bro shock his dog? I shocked your mother's last night with my penis. She was like, oh my god, I can't believe it.
Bro to specify that it was with his penis.
Like it's not even the fact that he used the N-word as his password. It's the fact that he told her and that she lied about it and screenshotted it. Also, in my previous video, I was speculating that Mizkif was deleting negative comments, but turns out he deleted a bunch of them on accident, which he addressed on his Discord, apparently.
That just reads like jealous ex to me.
Just accidentally deleted 2,000 comments. Yo, send those my way. I won't delete them. I could have a comment section of 2,000 people telling me I'm gay. I'll keep them. I think it's funny.
Reputation and relationships, I think, were almost completely torched. One of the things I fucking hate about being like a streamer, and it's one of the reasons why I've liked associated with just kind of like normal human beings more than just streamer people. So I try to never date or whatever, or hook up people, streamers or whatever.
I think it's so funny that Destiny's trying to act like he's, well, I mean, it's obviously Destiny trying to act like he's some kind of normal individual, but this guy's like the worst human ever, by the way. He literally celebrates random people getting murdered. like what? Who does he think he is, man? Hassan used to be a shocker. Used a shocker to fake the fact he had a penis.
In the space just always has like the, oh, you wronged me? Well, time to start tweeting. Time to go live. Time to start talking to the whole internet. It's like, why? What the f is wrong with you?
Dude, Destiny does that all the time, bro. Like, what is he actually smoking, man?
Out publicly because you want to feel good or you want support. Like, it's God, it's so.
Love or hate Hassan, he's definitely right here, and the fact that Emaru still hasn't went to the police with a restraining order, it helps Mizkif's case, as much as you want to believe it or not.
In Texas, a judge can grant a temporary ex parte protective order the same day on a finding, a clear and present danger, with a hearing within 14 days. Someone who genuinely needs protection can have a temporary order in hours.
Like, I need to warn all women.
Dude, here's the thing, man. Is anybody shocked that two streamers in a like LA streamer click relationship or Texas streamer click relationship are both scumbags? No, not really. Like, come on. Nobody's shocked.
But again, that's just so fucking cringe.
I mean, that's the truth, though. If a woman alts, I feel like people are more likely to believe her, no?
Like, how many streamer relationships do you see end with a woman making false allegations or something like that? Like, I swear it's like almost all of them. And then it explodes on Twitter. Just don't date content creators, bro. It's that easy.
If off the hook, he could very well still be in a boyfriend, but will assault her too far. And that's the beauty of nuance. I don't gotta pick a side here. I could just farm both for money.
Shocking there's no drama? Yeah, bro. It's literally like
that Mizkif would drive really fast in the car and would scare her. And, you know, his ex-girlfriends have corroborated that he's done the same behavior with them. So it wasn't looking good for Miz.
One of her claims that she made about me was they said that I drive very fast. Just watch this clip.
What's the fastest you've ever driven in your car?
I don't want to. Can they censor it? If
160 miles an hour, guys. That's the fastest she's ever driven. That's nuts.
So she just told Asmund that she drove faster than 160 miles an hour. But wait for this.
I can't say because that's near where we live.
Oh, okay. Jesus Christ.
It's where we live. I live in a residential zone.
They're just both worth each other at this point. Disgusting. I would never drive that fast. If any law enforcement is watching, that wasn't me, and I did it on a track. And I crashed that car anyway, so catch me if you can. Subscribe if you genuinely don't give a f about any of this and just enjoy laughing at streamers.
And now we get to follow it up with extra slop. Holy crap.
We all know the Emaru files dropped, and now they're getting really dumb. Mizkif's allegedly paying clippers to spread his story and post negative things about Emaru. Mizkif is getting
This guy's putting out a freaking bounty ad campaign, bro. These people cannot be real, dude.
Community noted for leaking messages. He claimed that as
the slop is strong tonight. They weren't already dumb enough. Yeah, we gotta get we gotta get stupider.
From both Emaru and Asmongold. Oh, and the Mizkif lawsuit against Asmongold got dismissed, so he was going nuclear. I can finally talk about this. But on the WestJet channel, we're white knights. We let the woman speak first. Yep, she dropped more context. Oh boy.
And then
she's ulting.
Asmon starts talking about one of Trainwreck's viewers and saying like, oh, Train had this viewer that was like a insane, like weirdo racist.
Whoa, they found my alt account.
And then I'm like, holy shit. Like,
Yo,
that's
they found me.
fucking insane. Like,
Someone
Never
written a
underestimate
slur
the stupidity of
online?
streamers.
Agreed. That is.
It's just like, do you pay your viewers? I don't have the money to pay my viewers. But that's exactly what I would say if I was paying my viewers. Right?
It's unforgivable.
like that's fucking weird. Like, who does that?
Me?
It was not his password. Like, you can clearly see there's no flirting happening here.
I mean, yeah, she's beating the flirting allegations. Nothing here looks like flirting, to be honest. Chatting up at 1:54 a.m. What are we doing here? There was a temporary community note on this claiming that Mizkif lied and omitted the context, and he's also paid people to stalk Emaru and clip him to make him look good.
Because Mizkif presented this. This is what he said.
And though,
Do you wanna
guys,
keep hitting on
time
her?
to come clean. And it pays me to come here and call him a gay furry. You paid opposition, paid misinformation in my chat, dude.
The
Like-
N-word passwords at 33 years old. He's basically accusing me of using the N-word as my password.
Yeah, and it's awesome. I feel like him defending himself makes him look more guilty. You know, if I was
get
in his
money from
shoes, I'd
Ando
like,
to be
yeah,
joking
I
about
triple dog
tomboys
dare you
and
to
sheep.
log in.
Where in any of this
That's what I pay you guys
have
to come in here and
spoken
do.
about a password at all? There is no indication of it being a password. He completely manufactured this.
You know, it's either one of two things. You know, it's either Mizkif lied, people cried, or he genuinely only had one screenshot that sort of tried to fill the context in himself. I'm sorry, but who
It's not a
gives
joke if it's true.
about
Oh,
any
no.
of this?
Why do you have
It's
this
gonna follow me
screenshot
to my
from
grave.
Emaru explaining all of this? Because I'm not upset about this at all. This was all shared and all this was happening when we were all friends. And the biggest irony for this is that this is the person that's suing me for defamation.
And speaking of lawsuits, recently a jury ordered Meta and YouTube to pay millions
Emaru
for their
would.
role in designing and promoting addictive platforms. They knew their apps could contribute
Bro,
to
I,
anxiety,
like,
depression, and body
these
image
dramas
issues,
are
but
so
did not share
retarded,
those
man.
risks while prioritizing profits.
But, like, they're just
The
so
recent
entertaining.
Historic verdict
It's just,
underscores the
it's genuine
consequences
slop
of those
straight to the
decisions.
brain.
If you or your child spent years growing up on social media and experienced serious
Straight
mental
up
health
slop
struggles,
injection.
you should hear this. You may be entitled to a potential recovery of over $1,000. Morgan & Morgan is stepping up to hold these platforms accountable for the harm they have caused. You can use the link in my description or scan the QR code to take a short quiz to see if you qualify for a case. It is entirely free to do, and you may be entitled to compensation. And now let's get
I want
right
compensation
back into our video. If you're in the
for
USA,
watching this
share
video.
this link with your family and friends and tell them about this. Life's a sandwich. No matter the way you flip it, the bread comes first.
Final Defendant Hort's amended motion to dismiss
Yo, but if Mizkif's-
is granted. This was completely manufactured. And because of that,
If
I have
Mizkif's,
people thinking that I
if he's paying people for clips to make him look good, suddenly I'm a Mizkif supporter, guys. Hey, $10 a pop. What can I say? I'll take all that money.
I'm this huge racist that's saying the N-word privately, that me and Emaru are laughing about.
I want compensation for
ha,
ever to see
we're so
Mizkif's face.
racist.
True.
We
Same.
were complaining about it.
Like, I'm kind of black. I bought 2K on sale for my PS5 at Walmart, so, like, I could talk about this. Like, what is this guy talking about, man? Aspen goes
That's true.
so...
I played NBA 2K 2014 like once. I don't even know what year it was. I don't know if it was 2014. I genuinely don't know which NBA 2K it was. But I could say the word now. I think, actually.
Old, he saw
Just by
the towers
osmosis.
fall, and he was old enough to cry, unlike Hassan, who was laughing. And that's the thing. I'm not sweeping here for Mizkif for nothing. He's a cornball for leaking these in the first place, because, again, who cares? This is such immature drama. I think most people are all for Mizkif addressing the assault claims, but he's going way too far and trying to be vindictive, and it shows.
This is a verifiable lie, and he's paying people to spread and boost it on social media. So anytime that you see anybody saying anything favorable to him, any of these Clipper channels, it's probably because they're getting paid.
Now a bunch of chuds on Twitter are saying that I'm getting paid, and, you know, I am.
literal paid campaigns to fill this out, a Google document, so he can give people $10 for watching a YouTube video.
This is so
Keep this in mind.
stupid, man.
That is the slimiest, shadiest you can do. And this is another one, too.
That's so stupid, bro. Would anybody like to get paid $10 to go spread my name in random people's chat? No, okay. You need the e-hose to make Asmund an honest man if given the chance, even Mizkif.
Wait, what the hell is this? So you have to watch... What? So this is like an ad campaign?
Bro, he's got a battle pass points, bro. Like, what the frick am I looking at?
Maybe he just wants to boost the video to have people hear it, but I think it was growing already organically, so this is just a L.
They're only expressing his point of view because they're looking to get paid for it. So just keep that in mind. Like, anytime that you see any of these positive comments, you probably want to remind people to contextualize it around the fact that there are literal paid campaigns going around trying to astroturf his image.
The easiest way to discredit yourself is to pay people to say good things about you, because that means anytime anyone sees somebody saying something positive about you, nobody's going to trust it anymore, ever. It literally doesn't matter if you didn't pay a single person. If you ever tried to pay one person, you're cooked, bro. Also, he has so much dandruff in his hair in this screenshot that I'm, like, actually disgusted.
Clearing his name, he'd have a lot more support than doing all this.
Oh, my password is a horrible word. Oh, hee, that's so funny. Like, no, we're laughing about it. Insane weirdo. But anyway, I think it's very unfortunate.
Because this is so
I'm trying to get like
verifiable,
Asmongold, where somebody could screenshot me saying the most racist stuff of all time, and people would just be like, yeah, sounds like him. Let me drop another sub.
Genuinely struggle to believe Mizkif is so stupid that he would leak partial context. Asmongold said Emaru sent this to Mizkif when they were all friends, but why screenshot this in the first place?
I didn't pay you to say that, though, right?
That
True.
Mizkif admitted to getting by Emaru. Just an intervention. I genuinely don't care about any of this, but it's paying some good money, so I'm trying to buy an OLED TV. Let me know in the comments which one I should get.
Pay people to watch. That's crazy. That's insane. You should apply. Should I apply? That's a good idea. So he made an entire app that he can use to get people to watch him and get paid.
Entrepreneur.
Of course, I don't like seeing people saying things about me that are bad, but I don't use that as something that like makes me hate myself or whatever.
You know, good for Asmongold, because a lot of people genuinely fell for this Mizkif thing. Yeah, never mind. That Mizkif freak is lying, and Emaru is innocent.
Wait, this guy might have a point. This guy might have a point.
Okay, dude. It's literally super easy. Just focus on clearing your name instead of going on the offensive and starting stuff with, like, Asmongold, because, bro, this is just so futile. Your Rage posted this banger. Oh, XQC, please debunker all over my chest.
I don't think what Asmund said was bad at all. In this context, that makes absolute
Check's
sense.
bank account,
He's
definitely
writing
not.
it like an example of a filter.
Yeah, bro, I can offer you, like, pennies and lint. I don't got, I don't have any actual money for you. I'm kind of homeless.
That you would
at the
put
moment.
on for people that are writing like he's writing like some alteration.
I'm streaming off the. I'm streaming from the streets right now. Literally plugged into the backside of a crack den.
Case closed. Debunker chimed in.
What you said with Asmongold wasn't gold.
David's best friend, by the way. All these virtue signaling losers jumping on Emaru without the context.
Because I'm obviously not comfortable with that. You know what I mean? I feel like if you know me or watch me, you know.
I feel like this is all streamers do. They just do this weird, like, thing where they jump around in circles around other content creators, and then eventually they end up friends with the exact same people that they distance themselves from, because it's always how it works.
For the love of God, just shut the f up, man. These streamers are so fake, dude. Like, genuinely, I feel like I'm going insane. I need to be surrounded by mattresses and, like, Marlboro Reds. Anyway, people started calling Emaru a pick-me, and now, whoa, insanity. It's like the context changed the way people think. Wow, the context actually helped. The lockdown did immeasurable damage to streamers because back in the day, YouTubers weren't A-list celebrities, and that felt more relatable and cool, but now these streamers are basically celebrities, and they're cringe. I know this will piss XQC off.
That's true. Back in the day, I didn't go on YouTube, and the first thing that gets recommended to me is a guy with a guy with a $3 million production, probably more than that, hosting freaking Squid Game. Like, back in the day, YouTube was just what I'm doing right now. Guy turns on camera, yaps, it's over. Into video.
But if you watch streamers, you're a goof. If you're watching streamers in big 2026 and you're above the age of 14, your brain might be fried. It's
Okay, bro.
I got a video suggestion if I made Daughter of the Spark by Dr. Insanity. I'll look it up in a minute.
Screenshot JK. So Mizkif straight up lied and actually did defamation.
It used to be YouTube. Yeah, now it's Jute. Actually, an Indian runs it, doesn't he?
I feel like at this point, the word defamation has been so watered down. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if someone says that calling someone a cheeseburger on the internet is a form of defamation. And again, more community notes. The claim is false. The word
It's like, bro, I'm just trying to think about it. Like, back in the day, YouTube was... Like, people uploaded gameplay videos, man. Like, people uploaded videos of themselves playing games. When was the last time you watched a video of somebody just, like, doing a let's play through a game? I genuinely can't remember the last time I even saw something like that on the platform.
This word appears nowhere in the chat. Miskiff invented that framing. I'm not a lawyer, and I don't know what grounds for defamation, but I feel like Miskiff needs to know the context and still lie about it. And while he is being vindictive, I think it is too soon to say he's lying.
I think there's another
context.
website that
And
copied
again, I do
YouTube's
think paying
whole layout
people
and UI
$10 to watch
in the
your
good old
video
days.
is a bit sad.
Today,
don't
watching
want to
Kitsuragi play
accidentally say
Bloodborne.
the N-word. So I actually don't say it. That's the reason why. I don't want it to just come out. Really, like it's actually that simple.
I don't say it because I get banned. That's the difference between us.
You guys think I don't stream?
For legal reasons, that's a joke. He is engaged in financial compensation and a paid campaign in presenting information like this.
Like and subscribe if these people are all 45 years old and should start a family instead of arguing online. Fortunately, we ran out of time for this video.
Absolute slop. Holy moly. It used to be things like, hey, yeah, now I get tons of corpo back crap in my feed. Yeah. Do you like country music or hide/psychro cake? Asking for a friend. Yeah, I like country music, bro. YouTuber Deep Humor did a video about that. When I visited the URL, it was down. Cam Tape is the website. Visit it now and it's up. Bro, that sounds like a scary website. Cam Tape? I watch the Hermitcraft people, they just play Minecraft. Bro, it's funny that you say that. Because, well, I'm sure I know who you watch, dude. I feel like everybody, if they watch that, they just watch Ethos Lab. That guy's a goated creator, bro. But I've watched B00 since I was like before I was 2 digits old, bro. Like I used to watch that kind of stuff all the time. I've got at least one song for you. But yeah, I got a lot of songs to listen to today. Hold on. It does sound like a less reputable site, not gonna lie, at least the Cam name. Yeah, bro. Like that's crazy. Cam Tape. Like that. That sounds like I'm gonna get a virus if I go on there. Are your songs on YouTube, Bernie? All right, hold on. I got the Doctor of Insanity song pulled up. Oh my. Is that a new Mushi video? Just like... Hold on a second. Save that for in a minute as well. Oh, my tab's muted. Whoops. I watch a lot of them in the etho. I don't know the two in the middle.
In the glow of humming lights, down where no one dares to go. Glass and steel and glowing vials, secrets only I would know. Lonely echoes in the hall.
captions on? Yeah, I got it. Oh, it's up Darkman City. Sounds like they're gonna watch you. Yeah, bro, it does sound like a website where they're gonna watch you. Speak his name and he shall appear.
She's my daughter of the spark, born from midnight and from fire. Doesn't matter what the world says. She's my heart's one true desire. With her eyes like constellations, skin like stars.
Some are on YouTube, some are on Suno. I'm just on the ones on YouTube. Suno is bricked for me for whatever reason. It just does not work.
Welcome to this world I made. Excellence like gentle branches, color shifting in the light.
I didn't expect another to see the song shown. Thought that kind of gal or put a chick in it would be shown. This is the one a Cosmic Toils do. I like the sound of this one a lot, though. It gives me a certain vibe. I don't know how to describe it, though. I think it's just fun to come up with both the image and the song. Yeah, the image is cute. Yo, what's up, Yoshi? How you doing, bro? Gotta keep people on their toes. First rule of being ungovernable is to never let them know your next move.
This is just the start we made. No more empty chairs.
Can't make more YouTube stuff. This is a very cute song, bro.
Miracle in every flaw. Doesn't matter where you came from. You're my reason, you're my all. With your heartbeat like a promise, stronger than the fear outside. I will love you, I will raise you.
My job had a wellness fair, free food and dessert for me. What'd you eat, bro? Cosmic wants me to do an hour-plus stream talking about the meaning of his song. And honestly, I had no meaning when making it, just a random idea in my head. Sometimes that's all you need, bro.
Daughter of the spark. I've been waiting all my life for you.
It was very, very good. It's a cute song. Immediately reminded me of stories like Powerpuff Girls. I love as a teenage robot and the whole artificial child-human parent trope. It's funny you mention that. I've never seen any of those. The only thing I know about Powerpuff Girls is that he just mixes them up in a vat or something. All right. Let's see what Mushi cooked, actually. They brought some local food trucks, got me a cheeseburger with fries and a strawberry shake. Banger. I'll skip out so I'm not spoiled for Mushi. Yeah, Mushi always makes great videos. You know what's crazy? We were talking about like old YouTube, dude. Like, look at the videos he has saved, man. A freaking Numa Yay guy. Powder and Juju.
Everybody's trending for a tape they never made. Everyone's a villain by the end of
Got Revan Strawberry eating. This is a really cute idea for a video, actually.
just wanted been teasing a bad attitude.
Kirsha and Alana. I love how Alana has the freaking Russian jumpsuit on. So, was Lusty Links with them as well? Dude, Nux looks so much like, who's that Hunter x Hunter character? You guys know who I'm talking about? I've never watched Hunter x Hunter. But there's like a kid with white hair in Hunter x Hunter. He looks exactly like that kid. Killua? Is that his name? I know, but I don't know the name. Yeah, I haven't seen Hunter x Hunter. This is from Asari's POV. They got Feeble playing with Griffin Knight. Just double check Killua's. I'm not even gonna try and pronounce that last name. Why is Powder the pizza girl? Who is this? Is this Ember? That's often. I have no idea. Asari best girl. So true, bro. So true. And she's eating the pizza. Got Maria, Grace, and Penny. I'm gonna go with Sabi. And Shiver. That's a cool design for Shiver. Mavlog. he's a human. No Moomy.
Dear diary, the internet ended the world again today. Anyway.
Not pausing for any particular reason. Bro, Powder's just showing up everywhere. The Kexi.
Not sad, just done. There's a difference. Look it up between
Back a few frames. We got Psycho playing bowling with Keen. Boobs nearly took you out. Hey, wouldn't be the first time. Oh wait, Holy Ball's the bowling ball. What's on your throat? Oh my gosh, we got Skybrow showing off his frickin' cat girl rendering. We got Silas. Bro, why is he? Silas's kid is a full-blown furry. We gotta have Lord Intellectual, of course. That's gotta mean Ember's gonna show up somewhere, right? No Ember in a frame with Lord Intellectual. Crazy. Also, who is Harambe feeding a sausage to? Is that Phil? Is that his name? I don't remember his name. Harambe and that one Asian guy. Oh my gosh, bro. There's no way. He's just called me out. He literally just called me out. I literally don't remember his... No, I actually did that, bro. I was like, Harambe and that Asian dude. Like, oh no. Oh no. Mr. Philip Chat. Okay, yeah, I knew it. Yep, I knew his name was Phil. Okay. Oh my gosh. He'll never escape the gorilla sucking allegation. What? What allegations, bro? Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. This is gotta be weirder than my femboy sheep allegations. I can feel him yelling your band from here. Oh no, dude. Wait, what games does he got on the desktop? Tactical Ops 2. Jess's photos do not open. Dragon Quest Online, The Sims 2, Solitaire, Wake Up Sheeple Read. Hold on. And nothing else, okay. He doesn't know the deep lore? No, bro. What do you mean gorilla sucking? You know, some would say that sucking on gorilla lore is something people would not know about. Your femboy love is alligator. Bro, first 5 seconds of stream, like, people coming in here being like, oh man, isn't that my favorite sheep femboy? Like, whatever, because I said female sheep have horns. And everybody was like, no, they don't. I was like, why do the anime girl sheep have horns in it, bro? That was a bigger video. Gonna give it a comment. I'll leave the deep lore to you. Yeah, bro, like, what do you mean gorilla sucking?
The liberals are doing...
Like, that's crazy, no? Oh yeah, you're certain. No, bro, I do not like femboys. I swear I don't like femboys, guys. It's what Phil gets for saying how he would deal with 100 men versus a gorilla. What? How would he deal with it, bro? Like, what do you mean, man? I'm concerned.
On 7,000 patients, and you say there's not 7,000 patients. Are you committing fraud? Does this daycare pay you to come here? Yogi. She just said yes.
Imagine since Nick's getting Koreans, I just switched up into I always knew Shirley was a snake. He's now putting me specifically in danger, since only simple imbeciles think catching criminals equals accusations of an entire ethnicity. I say this jokingly as a Korean, but there are idiots that actually believe this.
One of the largest fraud schemes in America is taking place.
Well, it's probably the freaking boba Koreans, man. All the whitewashed California Asians. Interesting, it seems the comment was omitted. Oh no. What? I'm afraid to even know.
City as billions
you say 100
of dollars
dudes were gonna
defrauded
I'm not gonna repeat it, or somebody's gonna clip it, and then that's gonna be something that's unknown for.
Government-funded personal assistance has become the #1 fastest-growing industry in
Tell
the
them
state,
the workaround.
$2.5 billion in 2019.
Link the video.
$12 billion in 2000.
If you link a video, it has to be in Twitch chat. Links don't go through in YouTube chat for whatever reason.
More than 70 adult daycares within just a few blocks. Some of these daycares receiving more than $40 million to watch the elderly play board games at the taxpayers' expense.
Now, a bulk of this segment just explains how they
Can I get paid to play board games at the taxpayers' expense?
To elderly Asians, as sadly, adult daycares is a booming business since you're just billing the taxpayer. What's advertised as healthcare, a human right, has just become a jobs program ripe with fraud. And now with the mayor saying the same for universal childcare, they're likely going to see more of the same sort of scam.
This adult daycare right here billed $12.9 million. In adult daycare, they paid $10.8 million. And in transportation, they paid $2.1 million. They bust these old people in, and then they bring them in here, and then they're taking kickbacks. Oh, I would like to sign my grandma up for daycare.
Build 1,000 bridges. If nothing happens, suck one gorilla, and you're a gorilla. Redacted sucker. It's a real line he said in response to his community making that part of his lore.
Can you repeat that again?
That's crazy,
I would like
bro.
to sign my grandma for daycare.
Oh, she's American, right?
Yeah.
But no American here, so.
They're discriminating against Americans.
No, that is no discrimination. But,
No white people allowed in my adult daycare because you can speak English and figure out, oh, wait a minute, this is fraud.
Imagine spending your whole life paying taxes, not being able to afford healthcare, to discover that 12 million of your American tax dollars went to providing daytime activities.
This is why I don't support taxes, bro. Like, theoretically, there needs to be some level of taxes to, like, upkeep a decent society. But at this point, just let it all fall apart because I'm not spending money for this. Like, what the frick is this, dude? Like, are you kidding me? Like, I'll give taxes to the police, but like, otherwise, you know.
Adults that never bothered to learn the language. As sadly, we're
The
seeing
leering schools
these
all over again.
parallel communities pop up everywhere across the country, where they share zero similarities between language, culture, or even beliefs. But the only thing they do have in common is complete dependence on America's tax dollars.
Do you think it's true that a lot of these daycares are like committing fraud?
I heard.
Neutral Morsenet functioned exceptionally well without taxes, but it was admittedly a historical outlier geopolitically. It's like, I think we obviously, like, I'm not somebody that's going to be stupid enough to be like, okay, no taxes whatsoever. Like, we definitely need some level of taxes, especially with a country as big as ours. But, I mean, it's ridiculous at this point. And the problem is our government has grown to such a degree that it, like, physically would not be able to survive without us funneling an unspeakable amount of money into it. So, even if taxes on all the, like, garbage were to disappear, I feel like society would get nuked, which is really annoying. I say we should go back to tar and feathering our bad representatives. Yeah. The anti-federalists were always right, it seems. As usual. Yeah, I don't understand how politics managed to get so disconnected from the people that they're actually representing. You know what I mean? Like, how has Mitch McConnell managed to stay in office for as long as he's been in office? If he's even still alive. I mean, who even knows if the guy's still alive? I saw somebody make an AI version of Mitch McConnell doing the Michael Jackson Thriller dance, dude. The only reason we're taxed right now is to limit inflation. Everything they use is printed into existence by the central banks, and the government borrows the money from them. Yeah. It's just, our country literally fought a war over taxes. And now, like, we won an independence just because of taxes. And nowadays, we get taxed into oblivion and don't do anything about it. You literally get taxed, like, I mean, how much of your average income would you say you get taxed? Because it's like, I'm going to send you to Neverland. 2% tax. How much would you say that you actually get of your money that you actually get taxed? Because it's like, there's the immediate tax that you get taken out of your paycheck. Our forefathers would have booged out decades ago. Yeah, justifiably so. I mean, you're straight up getting taxed to pay for stuff that nobody benefits from except actual criminals. But you obviously get initial tax just taken out of your paycheck straight up. And then you have tax season. And then you have the tax that you pay on everything that you buy. Like, it's just, realistically, the amount of money that you spend going to taxes is so much money. It's straight up retarded.
Some other daycares are doing fraud, but we don't do fraud thing.
If you just say we don't do fraud.
Where'd I come from? Yeah. Oh, I come from around here.
They'll believe you.
We're just concerned about where our tax dollars are going, so. And how come you guys are the daycare that receives the most amount of money?
The income tax was only on the highest earners when it was created. Inflation eventually put it.
This is the most hilarious shot of the episode, and I don't even think Nick noticed, as she's casually slipping in with a $5,000 YSL beach.
But that was always the plan, right? From a lot of these people. They're like, oh, wait a minute. If we just inflate the money, then everybody will be in the tax brackets, and then the government gets a whole lot more money. That's always how it was going to play out. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Bag. As also in the frame is a 177 person capacity. This business seems like it's only floor 2 and sees 7,800 plus patients. I'm no math Asian, but this just doesn't seem likely. Not impossible, but at least worth a little investigating. So why is it up to a YouTuber to do it?
How many members do you guys have?
I don't have to tell you.
Because here it says you guys have 7,899.
Where did you get this information?
Oh, it's actually from the public databases of CMS and HHS.
Do I have to tell you the number?
But yeah, but do you guys have 7,000 members, for instance?
No, we don't have 7,000 members.
Are you guys overbilling then? Because you guys are getting paid per patient $1,600, and that's how you guys got $12.9 million in 2024.
I don't know how they calculate.
It's crazy how easy it is to make money if you have no morals.
7,000 people.
Do I have to tell you?
Well, you like $12.9 million on 7,000 patients, and you say there's not.
Well, actually, you have to have no morals and be not white.
7,000 patients. Are you committing fraud? Like, are these numbers wrong?
Please, sir.
$12.9 million. That's a lot of money. All right, we will leave. You
407 for the Chandler.
Now people are gonna be wondering if you committed fraud.
I don't want to, but why you keep asking me?
Big E certainly knew.
Tell you the information.
Well,
and why?
These are taxpayer dollars, so.
For what?
Why do these suspected fraudsters always
Bricks
seem
and
so
minifigs
indignant
logic.
at the idea?
Don't trust the legal papers. Trust our unverified words. Yeah. All right. 407.
So subscriber asked me.
What is bro cooking?
Pull up that bear, Harambe knocks
I remember that meme where it's like 100 dudes versus a gorilla. And I said, all we need is one person to go up to the bear. I'm not the bear, the gorilla, okay? All we need is one dude. Go up to the gorilla and suck the gorilla off. All right? And once you're done sucking the gorilla off, you suck the gorilla off again. And do you know why I think it would work?
I think it would kill you, bro.
Because the gorilla has never felt being sucked on. And then while it's sleeping,
is he volunteering
and
his
while
tribute?
It's basically taking a nap, then you kill it. That's how you win.
My God. He's trying to make the gorilla have post-nut sleepiness, bro. What the hell? That is crazy. Crazy sentence to come out of someone's mouth.
Yeah, that tax dollars shouldn't be stolen. As I know nothing about that guy.
He's out of line, but he's wrong. No. I don't think he's right. I think that's crazy.
Was not born in America. I don't know what he specifically contributed to the
Hence
tax
they are
base,
now forever
but judging
paired. You know, I wondered why him and Harambe were always together. That's so much. I thought it was just like a Nux and Kaya situation where it's just like for whatever reason they get paired together. Nah, this was an Ember Paradox and Lord Intellectual situation.
by his annoyance at Nick, he likely hasn't contributed much if he isn't concerned when it's stolen. As he openly admits, there's no way we treat 7,000 patients in this tiny facility, so someone's money is being spent on services not actually received.
Now you
And
know
if
you
he
can never
was not the
unknow.
recipient of the
Yeah,
alleged
I don't know.
fraud, he should be equally angry at
Unfortunate
the
for me, I
idea
suppose.
that a couple extra $1 million got washed through that business. But
He's
his
out of line, but he's
indignance
hilarious.
Makes me
Yeah, it's
believe
funny.
it's him.
Sir, is it possible to have 7,000 people on that one floor? Like, that's how simple it is.
Hero, I call Paris. I call Paris because you come expose me fraud. Should I talk like that? I don't. Maybe I shouldn't talk like that.
Just answer the question.
After he couldn't answer any of our questions, he then called the cops on us.
Can I call police?
So the fraudster's gonna call the cops on us. You do realize you're calling the cops on yourself, right? So this is how the operation works. They bring them in through the transportation company. They bring him in right through this door.
I mean, that's crazy, bro.
into
You
this
can.
adult-
These people will literally call the police on you for actively exposing them for breaking the law, and 100% Nick Shirley is the one that would get punished here.
adult daycare, and then they bill Medicaid. 7,000 people are supposed to fit on that second floor right there. Dude just snitched on himself. Hello, ma'am. How are you? Does this daycare give kickbacks? Does this daycare pay you to come here? She just said yes. She just said yeah. She said yeah. God bless you. I love your shirt, USA. She just said they get kickbacks.
And honestly, I don't think that lady speaks enough English to admit anything. But why would she? She's going to a Korean daycare, sandwiched in between a Chinese trading company selling restaurant supplies, small items, and logo design, which, judging by their signs,
Isn't
graphic
it weird
design,
how there are places in the United States that you can go where you would literally not have to interact with a single piece of American culture at all? Like, that's bizarre to me. So I wasn't losing my mind.
I wouldn't be surprised if this wasn't just a front for Chinese money laundering, but it's also beside this Korean preschool as Nick nonstop walks by healthcare facilities, discovering the same exact scam everywhere.
This place received $9.4 million, and it said it had 8,060 patients. My name's Nick. We're coming through. We're just
Like, am I crazy for saying I don't think places like this in America that are just so detached from actual American culture should even be a thing? Like, I don't think there should be places where you can walk around and nobody even speaks English because it's not necessary. I knew those signs were in different languages and the Chinese sign wasn't just in Hanja, but it couldn't prove it.
Sunrise Senior Daycare, and we've been going to a few of the daycares around here trying to look for the best one possible for our grandma Debbie.
Oh, will you look? Because I'm busy right now. But I think we don't accept.
White person come want daycare. We cannot have this. They'll know that there's something wrong. Man, I should have been in the I've been in the wrong career path. Should have been Somalian or Korean with no morals.
No,
yeah, it's just unfortunate. Sometimes you low roll the you low roll the racial gamble when you get born, dude. Like, I was born white. I could never pull this off. I was born like the wrong subclass of white too. I wasn't born any of the like scamming white subclasses. No, I was born just like regular white. With the exception of the native populations like the Amish, I'd agree. All immigrants must be required to learn the language. Got all that white privilege instead. Yeah, dude. It's provided me the excellent opportunities such as not getting into college for getting 30 marks less than the average Asian person or whatever.
How many do you guys have? It says
it's got me called racist a lot. That's cool.
Around 8,000.
No, who say that?
I'm still looking for the rights that people say I have that they claim they don't have. Like, I'm waiting to find those so I can cash out on them. I have a statement for that, but I know YouTube won't let me say it. Yeah, dude.
$9.4 million.
YouTube is so cringe with the censorship, bro.
Do you guys have 8,000 patients?
No.
No. Did you guys bill for 8,000 patients in 2024?
No, that's too much. No.
Yeah, it is a lot, right? $9.4 million.
It's just crazy.
Do you guys receive money from Medicaid?
No. What are you talking about?
And who knows if they're the masterminds behind any of this or not. Just because you work at the laundromat up top doesn't mean you knew anything about the meth facility beneath it. Or the idea that the frontline employees don't even know what's funding their operation again points me to fraud.
This place made $7.6 million in 2025.
It's not your business.
It actually is, because it's our tax dollars. It's public information from the HHS.
What?
So what?
Yeah, you pay all this tax?
You guys received $5.5 million. $5.5 million.
Have a good day. Yeah. Have a good day.
This place received 8.6.
These people are so entitled to be like, oh, we're not like actually really scamming you at anything because only like 5 of your tax dollars went to this as opposed to all 8 million. Can you watch the Alex Jones and Sneeko debate? Alex Jones and Sneeko debated?
They billed the state for 406
That is the craziest freaking debate of all time.
And sir, could you just answer the questions? In 2024, billed over $17 million, and there's 122,000 claims. What's the main service?
Petty theft is still theft?
I cannot answer you.
You guys do, well, I mean, 99% of all your services come from one code.
We then headed over to a daycare that had a pharmacy on one side and another medical facility.
How long is the Alex Jones versus Sneeko debate? I would watch it if there was like clips
in the
of
state
it.
of New York by twofold is personal care services.
But if it's like if it's like an hour or too long, I'm not gonna watch the whole thing.
these programs. There's a strip there. There are
But that
more
sounds
than half a
interesting as
dozen
frick, bro.
pharmacies, back to back to back. We got one here, number two, another pharmacy, another pharmacy.
So right here we have another adult daycare. Look at this.
It's like an hour and
These
40
folks
minutes.
tend to be
I'm so
from
tempted to
China
watch it
and
anyway.
Korea.
To the untrained American
Yo, what's
eye,
up, Dick
Korean
Robin?
and Chinese can seem somewhat similar.
Just
when they
came from
couldn't be
Timcast. I had to leave after their Goku versus Superman debate. I won't tell you what they were saying, but they knew nothing about what they were talking about. Lol. Anyway, hello. Petty theft isn't theft in California, though. You know, just like, it's an hour and 20. Are there clips? You should watch the clips and see if you're interested.
further report.
Why are you kissing me, bro?
When you don't think about this situation racially, but criminally, you'll realize this isn't an attack on Asians. This is an investigation on criminals. As fraud in America has become so
I'm just trying to think, bro.
unbelievably
Goku versus
easy,
Superman.
bad actors from
Who was
every
on
single
Timcast?
culture, from Koreans, Chinese, Russians,
Goku is
and
obviously
Somalians,
stronger.
all seem to coincidentally stumble on the same exact scheme. As remember,
How everybody's
Dr.
kissing me,
Oz
bro.
found nearly the same exact thing in Los Angeles.
A third of all these programs in the entire country are in Los Angeles. Ask yourself, how is that possible? And we believe that at least half of the hospices in the entire area around Los Angeles are fraudulent. And today we announce 800 of those hospices have been suspended. That's getting us, close to where we think we should be. 800 hospices that last year charged the federal taxpayer $1.4 billion.
But California's governor...
There are a lot of dudes kissing you. I bet you wish they had horns. Oh
Gavin
my gosh,
Newscam
man.
rushed in to call it a civil rights violation.
Governor Gavin Newsom's office is filing a civil rights complaint against Dr. Oz, who is currently serving as administrator of the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services. The governor is seeking an investigation into Oz's, quote, baseless and racist allegations against Armenian Americans in California.
I'll
No
identify as a
true
sheep for
American cares
$10.
where the fraud is from.
$10
We
is
just care
$10,
they're
bro.
incarcerated, preferably forever, doing hard
Oh, it was Craig? I saw that Craig had tweeted that he was going to be on Timcast. I didn't know that was tonight, though.
labor. As at least to me, I don't care if it's a Learning Center providing childcare to nobody, or Koreans pretending
Dude, the thing
200
about, like,
Ajamas
Goku
are
versus
actually
Superman is, like, comic books, like, DC Comics has some of the most bizarre power scaling of all time. Like, I don't even know how you would analyze... I don't even know how you would analyze the strength of, like, certain DC characters, because their comic book powers are so retarded. The only people who think Goku is stronger are people who are not familiar with Superman. The DC cosmology is inextricably from Superman scaling, and DC cosmology way exceeds Dragon Ball GT or DBS scaling. But on the other hand, it's Goku. Grab the dude by the horns. Oh no, man. This is going to follow me for a long time, ain't it? DC scaling is whatever the writer felt like in the moment, yeah. See, that's the thing. Like, DC scaling, you could read one story where Superman is just weak as piss, and then the next story, he's literally freaking God. And then, the thing about Dragon Ball is, it's like an actual story, so they're still scaling. Like, one day, I'm sure Goku will be stronger than Superman, because it's kind of the only way Dragon Ball works, is they just always go up. But, like, how are you supposed to make comic book Superman lose to Goku, like, modern day? It's kind of impossible, I feel like. Long story short, they never get anyone who knows either series for the debates. Craig's not really an anime watcher, is he? I mean, I really don't know. I know he has a lot of VTubers on all the time, but he doesn't strike me as an anime person. It's actually a lot easier than people think. There's an internal logic to it all. It's not actually random. The comics of Supes have like 90 years of feats to pull through. They can get wonky AF, yeah. My favorite thing of Superman, though, is the pink kryptonite that makes him gay. Like, who thought of that power? It's so funny. Well, not power, but just like Superman's weakness, the homosexuality rock. I don't know enough about both of them, but I think we can all agree when Ando is with his femboy sheep, he is the strongest. Bro. Would you get with the femboy sheep if it made you stronger than Superman, though? Hold on. That might be an important question. The curse of comics is multiple writers take the reins without reading previous stories. There's no consistency. Yeah, I totally agree with that. I don't know if Goku will ever catch up only because of how big the DC cosmology actually is. It's more order than people think, but it's also legitimately larger than Lovecraft. That's true. It's just the thing about Dragon Ball is like perpetually the stories will only end up with them getting stronger. Like DC could, for whatever reason, just decide Superman. We're not gonna write it. We're not gonna write another story with Superman being absolutely broken. I don't think that would happen, obviously, but I mean, I don't know. A better question is One Punch Man versus Superman. I mean, the thing about One Punch Man though is he kind of just beats everybody because that's his gimmick.
7,000. Theft is theft, and anybody trying to deflect this, citing race, is probably also on the take. So make sure to check out Nick
Antolik's Big Sheep, dude. Bro, what happened? First it's Femboy Sheeps, now it's Big Sheep, dude. What am I just...
Shirley and all his amazing journalism that actually forces the mainstream media to cover it too. And if you appreciate my concise,
I can't win here, can I?
commentary on the tragic status that is today's reality, hopefully I've earned your subscription and you'll subscribe to Decoy.
Superman once punched a man who was crafting a sixth dimension out of it, out of that dimension. He cracked dimensions just by flying into him. Yeah, Superman is definitely broken. Superman versus One Punch Man actually, but then he gets his butt plugged by Lex Luthor. Yeah, exactly, bro. That's the thing, man. Comic book characters' power scaling is so all over the place, I feel like. You know what? Maybe I need to just stop reading the femboy or gay comments, because if I ignore them, they won't follow me forever. All right. What's Hamas Pisser talking about?
Crazy to me? Guys, we're still on this. Hassan claims it was a vibration collar.
Hassan shocked
The Flash is the worst, though, bro. The Flash is bad in comics, but he's also, like, probably the worst. Like, speedsters in general are probably the worst things that have ever been put into, like, live-action movies, because the movie makers just can't, like, make their powers work, it seems like. One Punch Man explains apparently inconsistency between the characters. When you have two characters with a base level stat who can increase to infinity, whoever accelerates faster gets to win.
The story doesn't need much introduction. Hassan's dog, Kaya, appeared to yelp on stream when he reached for something on his desk, and the internet exploded with speculation that he used a shock collar on her. Hassan.
Maybe skip this one? No, I mean, I don't care at this point. This is fucking bullshit.
Everybody thinks that you zapped the dog, man.
It's always been a logical answer, but Saitama versus Cosmic Garo is legitimately how fights like Hulk versus Thor actually work.
Paparazzi pictures outside of my fucking house of Kaya.
Dude, I love One Punch Man, but I love One Punch Man for the, like, really weird characters. Like, obviously, King... I don't think King is that weird of a character, but I love King. He might be my favorite character in the show, because he's stupid. But, the freaking Sweet Mask guy, that's just... He's so ugly that he hated himself being ugly so bad that he made himself beautiful. And it made him, like, immortal or whatever. Or, no, I think he was actually, like, an ugly monster or something. And that's why he's immortal? I don't quite remember, but that character is so funny to me. The weird game. What are you even talking about, bro? We're just saying stuff. He saves everyone in a city from exploding a nuke all the time, but a guy with a boomerang gets him. Yeah. Captain freaking Cold absolutely cooks him. I do like Captain Cold, though. Like, he's such a goofy character, bro. Like, who would win? Fastest person alive or guy with a cold gun in a parka? Anime does Speedster better because they're usually more consistent and set rules, but that might be because one other thing.
Going on a walk, and people figured out that it was a vibe collar. As I've been saying, it was a vibe collar.
He changed the zapper after the incident. Oh my god. Are we really going to relitigate
At a certain point,
this?
most people are going to be like, why are you... Like, it's very clear that this guy doesn't abuse his dog.
And so apparently this is this true?
Okay, I think
Bro,
they
but
can hear it,
everybody
right?
knows Hassan shocked his dog. I don't even understand why he keeps talking about it on stream. Actually, the reason Hassan probably keeps talking about it on stream is because he knows it's probably like some kind of fetish for him, bro, to see how much he can just lie to people live. And they keep watching him. He probably gets off on how stupid his viewer base is. Do not talk about Captain Boomerang. He's more crafty than people give him credit. There's a reason why he survives most of the world-ending events. Yeah, and then you watch the Suicide Squad movie and he dies within the first, like, 5 minutes. Anyway, that was my rant. Sorry for the derail. Free Kaya. No, I love talking about weird, weird, superhero, whatever stuff. I love Captain Boomerang, man. Captain Boomerang's such a goofy character. We don't talk about James Gunn in DC. Dude, James Gunn DC is so sure. Well, James Gunn just loves to make movies with characters that nobody gives a piss about, and it worked really well with Guardians of the Galaxy because Marvel was like actually big, and he got some good actors, right? Like Chris Pratt's a good actor. Frickin' Dave Bautista was a great choice for Drax. You know, whatever. But the current DC, like, I thought the Superman movie was just okay. Like, it was all right. It was probably like a 6 out of 10 movie. It wasn't the best thing I've ever seen. But the old DC universe was so bad that it's like, what am I really even comparing it to at this point? Creature Commandos wasn't horrible. Well, the other thing is, like, why is James Gunn focusing on Peacemaker? I think he said his favorite DC project is Peacemaker. And I'm like, listen, Peacemaker's goofy. It's funny. But it's like, is this the DC universe, bro? Like, we're going to be known for Peacemaker? Really? I thought Nathan Fillion did a great job as Guy Gardner Green Lantern. I think that was the highlight of the Superman movie, to be honest. Like, I also thought Mr. Terrific was funny, although I don't really think Mr. Terrific's character was portrayed that well because he was too funny. Like, Mr. Terrific's not that funny of a guy, bro. Like, I don't know why he made him so funny in that movie.
Oh my god, it's
But
right
I think
there.
Superman was genuinely the least interesting character in the entire Superman movie, which is kind of depressing.
There, isn't it? And he moves it off, dude. And do you remember Destiny? I swear I didn't mean to do that. How would the paparazzi have debunked anything? So the paparazzi, the reason why he says it was debunked is because they took a photo of a person walking Hassan's
Superman
dog,
wasn't Henry
and the
Cavill's
person
0 out of
walking
10.
his dog.
Dude, Henry Cavill's just the perfect person to play Superman, man. Honestly, hated that film. Honestly, where is he? Where is here? I don't want to answer that. See, the movie was just like, it was whatever. It was very mid to me. But it partially, part of the reason it was so mid is because I'm comparing it to the old DC universe, which might have been worse. Like, my Batman was killing people in the old DC universe. What the frick is going on? Marvel and DC Comics have been mostly trash for like 15 years now. They both decided to rebrand everything and just made me miserable. Yeah. Oh, man. Marvel's also like, I'm just trying to think. What was the last like decent movie Marvel released? Like Thunderbolts was like, it was okay, I guess. Okay, Thunderbolts wasn't like an actually good movie. I just love John Walker because I love to love John Walker because of how dirty they did him in the Falcon and Winter Soldier show, and I just want to see him on screen more because he's my GOAT. Like, John Walker, genuinely the most superhero individual of all time, and that entire movie just painted him as being a douche. And that entire show just tried to make him out to be the bad guy. And I was like, bro, I love John Walker. Infinity War, maybe No Way Home. The Spider-Man Mysterio movie was good. I forget which one that was even called. The Fourth Age actually summed up basically all my complaints regarding that film. It was clear ideological propaganda masked as a Superman story. Superman James Gunn was bullied in his own movie. Felt like a weak, pathetic crybaby. Monkey Trolls Mr. Terrific got the spotlight instead. Superman didn't feel like Superman. Yeah, I totally agree. I don't think it was like a great... It was definitely like... Far From Home had Mysterio. I thought that Spider-Man movie was actually pretty good. I think Jake Gyllenhaal did a great job as Mysterio. Like, I thought that was a really interesting direction for Mysterio to take. But that's just me personally. I don't really like how it set up the Spider-Man needs to get erased from everybody's minds thing. Actually, maybe I do like that. Hold on. Let me think about this for a second. The problem is I don't think we're going to get away from Zendaya. If it got us away from Zendaya in the Spider-Man movies, it would be so peak. Never saw the James Gunn Superman. Everything I keep hearing about it makes me glad I haven't. It was just... It was a movie that, like, if you don't think about it too hard, it's like, fine. But then again, it's like, for a DC movie, the bar is so low. Like, the only DC movies I would actually recommend anybody watch is the DC animated universe. And even then, those have some serious problems. I'm not saying to watch it on stream, but Superman, the Dying Breath of the Liberal World Order, and Superman, the Benevolent Progressive God King are absolutely on point as video essays about it. Yeah, it was a really strange movie, but simply because of how much James Gunn loves doing this, like, ragtag group of, like, people in all his movies. Like a Superman story where half of the focus of the movie is on random characters like, what's his freaking name, bro? Why can't I think of his name right now? It's not... Is it Metamorpho? I don't know if it... The guy that joins the Justice Gang at the end of the movie. I can't remember his freaking name for whatever reason. And obviously you have Guy Gardner, Green Lantern, you had Hawk Girl, and you have Mr. Terrific. Like, I don't know. If you're a Superman fan, you'd probably rather pull your pants down and get spanked than seeing how humiliating it was to Superman. It's Metamorpho, yeah. Yeah, Superman did not really do much at all in that movie. You're totally right about that. Like, Superman only is able to win off of, like, the power of friendship and whatever.
Was wearing a red one. XQC also leaked more info. We are never going to let this die, are we?
He feels slighted. He feels fucked up about the decisions that he made in his life.
Who?
That caused...
What about the decision to shock the dog, though? And what about the decision to enter that brothel, though? You shot your dog, and it's fucking obvious.
Isn't it crazy how Hassan Piker gets more hate for shocking his dog than going into an underage brothel? Now, should he get hate for both? Absolutely. But it kind of reminds me of, like, the Andrew Cuomo situation, where he literally genocided old people during COVID, and yet the reason most people hate him is because he grew up to a woman. And I'm like, listen, those are both terrible things to do, but I think genociding old people is worse. I think going into an underage brothel is worse than shocking your dog. Dare I say. Like, this guy should have been canceled ages ago.
I mean, it's gotta bother him on some level that, like, if you search Asmongold, you get, and to be fair, you also get room. And when you search Hassan, you get dog. I mean, I bet he's mad.
What about the one where he pulled the dog backwards by its tail? Was he role-playing fucking Mario in Mario 64 with Bowser when he spins him around with the tail? I mean, what's the justification?
That's a devious
reference. The reason coworker Wig doesn't invite him to events anymore.
And it's classic Watchmen, you know, before they made it dog shit. Rorschach's such a cool character, dude.
Okay. I wasn't crying about it.
Oh, are they trying to loop Ludwig into this now? Oh my god.
If anybody has the proof, it's Lud, and he still flips. I think it's odd as fuck.
Power and influence.
He has the proof.
Am I? The last time I spoke to Ludwig, that we were talking about the fucking Hassan dog collar shit. He had
in the Justice League show, even when Supes is struggling, he shows resolve, strength, and leadership. He's a man's man with great character qualities. Yeah, Superman was definitely, like, the least interesting character in the Superman movie. Well, besides Lois. Lois was genuinely insufferable in the Superman movie. She was such a terrible character.
Admitted to me that has been not presented to the public.
I absolutely... Okay, weird tangent. I absolutely hate it when they do that to, like, the superhero's main love interest in all these movies, where they make them these, like, weird, strong, you know, girl bossy characters. Like I was saying, bro, like, can we please get away from Zendaya in the Spider-Man movies? She's not Mary... Well, she's obviously not Mary Jane, but it's just... can we just go back to, like, comic books. Or if you're gonna do something like that, then like make him be in a relationship with Black Cat or something where it's like actually part of her character. I don't know.
No one knows
pisses me
about.
off.
I'm not gonna leak any of that because that's still private.
Wait, there's private
Hollywood people
information about this still?
But if
love to
anybody
just take
knows
liberties with characters.
What the fuck is
for no reason.
Ludwig knows absolutely the one piece of information that nobody else has.
Like they're making superhero movies for people
that will condemn Hassan, but he won't
know anything about comics
I
at
don't
all.
really give a
Release
shit if
the
he calls me a
Kaya
dog
files.
shocker.
That's what they're saying.
You're not the dog shocker. You're the dog Zeus. You're the Zeus. You're the master of lightning.
Ludwig has the
Just wait to see what they'll likely do with Chani and Dune 3. I haven't seen the first 2 Dune movies. Just cause I don't... Is it crazy? Is it crazy Zendaya hate that I haven't seen the first 2 Dune movies? Cause I just can't stand to watch movies with this lady in it. Like, I'm so sick of seeing her and everything, bro. Also, I don't know, man. I don't dislike Timothée Chalamet, but like something just strikes me as off about the casting. Maybe it's good. Maybe it's fine.
Of information. And I'm assuming that the reason why Ludwig will never say is that it's probably information that he got secondhand from his girlfriend.
I looked at the collar. The collar is taped off.
I can just imagine
We
Hassan
need-
watching it.
We need a Spidey trilogy where it's just Peter and Black Cat, the whole trilogy, no ulterior motives in suggesting this. True. And I play Spider-Man, guys. I'll actually play Spider-Man. I volunteer as tribute. Well, she's barely in Dune 1. Never cared for her, to be honest. Yeah, me neither.
No, don't say that. No.
Whatever, dude. He's a fucking animal. He's a dumb, low IQ, disgusting little animal.
Dude, if I say this, they call me racist, man. What's up with that? Why can he get away with saying it? If I said this about somebody would assume I'm being racist. Which, fair assumption, but come on. Hollywood has a habit of finding one person who did a role good or decent, and they just put said person in every role they can. Yeah, that girl from, what's that movie that just came out? Obsession? That girl that played the crazy girl in that movie, we're going to see her in everything soon, I'm sure. Smallville, Lois was great. She was good casting and characterization. She was strong and witty, but not demeaning to anyone. She was hot. Modern movies don't allow women to be like that anymore.
His audience must also...
Yeah, they have to be girl bosses that don't need no man anytime, whatever, whatsoever, at all.
So be the same. Actually, they're lower. They're lower than he is somehow. Because they choose to fucking watch him.
Not me. They're not watching me, but they're watching him. Why did they do that? He's stupid.
I'm not saying they're wrong. It's the double standard that irks me. Yeah, it's just always the most insufferable people on the internet, man. It's like, are we ever going to get away from glazed across? Are we ever going to get away from like Hassan drama? On one hand, I hate talking about it, but on the other hand, it's like Hassan dancing will forever curse my memory. True. Can't say the female character because that would diminish them, but save the bumbling white guy 100 times. Yeah, or my favorite is the retroactive, oh, we haven't had a sequel for this series in like a freaking decade. We need to bring it back, and we'll have just completely gutted the previously main character who's a white dude, and now he's old and washed up and like probably divorced and just a complete and like a bumbling drunk or something, like they did with Han Solo and Luke Skywalker and Indiana Jones and everything else that they do where they just insert a new female protagonist into the movie. They did the same thing with like not even necessarily with like big trilogies like that. They did it with the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness movie too. And they did it with the Thor Love and Thunder movie, where it's just like Thor gets the piss taken out of him completely, and Jane Foster is like the main character of the whole movie. They did it in Multiverse of Madness, where Doctor Strange is basically just getting absolutely washed by Scarlet Witch the whole movie. And I forget if it's America Chavez or whoever it was that he's running around in the in the multiverse realms with.
Developers at Ubisoft Barcelona have started a 3-day strike to protest the company's plan to lay off 51 employees who worked on Assassin's Creed Black.
Dude, if you make bad games, you deserve to get laid off. That's just the truth.
Flag Resynced. According to one of the game
They
developers,
make white male characters look like those people from the old 90s commercials where people can't open doors, right? Yeah.
Despite Black Flag Resynced selling 2 million copies on its first day, that team is now being laid off. The workers are asking Ubisoft to 1. Cancel the 51 layoffs. 2. Guarantee better job security. 3. Bring...
I was tricked to watching Multiverse of Madness for free. I demand my money back. I'm the exact same way, bro. Wong says he'll die before telling Scarlet Witch anything, then just gives up immediately. To be fair, that's exactly what Doctor Strange did in Infinity War. He's like, bro, I'll die instead of giving you the time stone, and then he just gives it up. I mean, I get that he saw like all the future realities and whatever, and he saw that it was the only way to win, but I just think it's funny.
Back the studio's previous remote work policy up to 60% remote work. 4. Honor previously promised promotions and salary increases. Ubisoft has responded to layoffs that, quote, remains a proposal and no final decision will be made until the collective consultation process has concluded.
You guys aren't keeping your jobs, bro.
And allegedly an example, a picture of their protest here, holding up a sign that says corporate greed and including the anarcho-communist colors right there on the flag.
Bro, nobody even plays or cares about Assassin's Creed anymore. Like, let's be totally honest. Does anybody play the newer Assassin's Creed games? Like, it's practically a franchise. Like, it said 2 million copies sold. That honestly surprised me. I didn't expect it to even have sold that many. Moon Knight's another one of the male characters that gets led around by the female characters. Yeah, bro. The Moon Knight show was so terrible. Like, I watched it at the same time as my friend, and he was like, bro, the show's so good. I was like, I never want to see this again. Like, this show was absolutely egregious.
Red and black. So they simultaneously don't want to work and openly hate the systems that they're contributing to by working for Ubisoft, this massive corporation.
So sad to see Assassin's Creed
getting
cucked.
But they're also demanding...
It's just all the good franchises getting cucked 24/7 at this point. It's really depressing.
60% remote work? Like, hey, I don't want to work. I shouldn't need this job. And you owe me... we demand 60% remote work. Okay, yeah, I'm sure they're gonna, take that seriously. Then again, it's Ubisoft, a complete mess of a company, so they might. That's just something amusing. Here's my main point. As we saw with the Genshin/Hoyo strike, when a lot of these corpos, LARPing as activists, demanded that the public support their strike, these people were all lying. As we found out, there were so many lies. They were gaslighting the public, trying to weaponize the public to support them, and they were lying to all of us while they did.
I still can't even believe the voice actor strike had any kind of backing whatsoever. Assassin's Creed was great till like Black Flag after they wrapped their main story. Just lost its flavor to me. And I had to stream about why Hollywood is doing this. But like, dude, the voice acting strike was so crazy. Like, people don't show up for 9 months, and a lot of them were still employed just because their voices were iconic for the characters or whatever. Dude, if you don't show up for 3 weeks, you're getting fired. That's being generous, man. Like, what other industry could you not do your job for that long and still technically have a role? The Moon Knight show, the one where the ancient Egyptian gods speaking using Gen Z lingo, the winged dragon of Ra would never. That show was so bad, bro. What's sad is that show is terrible and it's not the worst Marvel show. Like, dude, the Marvel shows were so absolutely awful. The Loki show is the same way now that you mention it. He gets led around by female Loki the whole freaking time. For some reason, they emasculate Loki. Now, I get that they pulled Loki from the timeline before some of, like, his maturity and stuff. But, come on, man. The voice actors would be replaced with AI eventually. It's what I hear from the Odyssey is filled with modern language. Yeah, and modern casting, too. God forbid the Odyssey be cast with white people in it. We got the Helen of Detroit. Never watched any of those Marvel shows, and you'll never get me to watch them. I was going to say the only one I'd recommend watching is Falcon and the Winter Soldier, but I would only recommend watching that if you want to watch it to be pissed off. Like, it lets you appreciate the character of John Walker a lot, because that guy is literally everything I would ever want Captain America to be. And for some reason, they paint him as a villain the whole show. And the amount of video essays I've seen where they're just like, bro, John Walker's the freaking GOAT. It's vindicating. The Felon of Detroit. The worst Marvel show is probably Ironheart or Echo. Didn't watch Ironheart or Echo. I just couldn't bring myself to do it. Doesn't Kingpin get shot in the face in the last episode of Echo? Or no, that's at the end of Hawkeye. Which, ironically, I would say Hawkeye was probably the best Marvel show they made because it had absolutely nothing to do with anything. It basically had nothing to do with the rest of the universe. It was kind of just like a goofy side story. Although Kingpin did get shot in the face at the end of it. And I was like, how does this make any sense whatsoever? Because bro just showed up again. And then, like, the first season of the new Daredevil, they were like, didn't you get shot in the face? And he's just like, yeah. I'm like, how the frick are you alive, bro? I get annoyed by keyboard warriors enough already. I don't need a show to do that. That's fair.
This is to say, how do I know what the terms of the contract was here? For all I know,
so
maybe
in-game
Ubisoft
alternate
had a
NYC
contract
attack
with these
Loki
people
gets
saying,
swooped
like,
up,
yeah,
watches a
you'll work
video
on
about the
this
main
area of the
MCU
game,
Loki
and
being a
after
good
that,
guy,
we don't
cries, and then
need
automatically
contract anymore, you know?
and then it's just
It could be a
automatically the main
temporarily
MCU Loki. Yeah, pretty much actually.
Contracted
John Walker's the
employee,
only good
and they
character.
fulfilled the
Don't watch
contract,
Ironheart or
they got
Echo. I'd rather
paid
swallow
as they
lithium
agreed
than
to.
recommend it. Yeah, John Walker was definitely the best character in that show. Baron Zemo was like, he was just okay. Like, he wasn't ruined. Like, everyone else in that show was absolutely ruined. Outside of John Walker and Baron Zemo, I think everybody else in that show was genuinely ruined. Like, even Sharon Carter became a villain or something, if I remember correctly. Like, what the frick was even happening in that show, dude?
They fulfilled their work.
Walker did nothing wrong. Yeah, bro kills a terrorist who just actively participated in an assassination plot against him, literally murdered his best friend right in front of him, and then as he's running away, tries to throw a concrete pot into his face. Not to mention, they don't know he has super strength until he just punches it in half. So, like, bro, if anything, I'm freaking throwing money at him after he executes that guy in the street. Like, are you kidding me?
They agreed to, and so Ubisoft wouldn't keep these people.
Meanwhile, Falcon the whole time is just like, guys, I agree with their fight, just not the way they're fighting it. I actually really like this organization that just blew up a hospital 2 episodes ago.
People
have
on
a
their
good point,
payroll in
guys.
perpetuity, if it's like a contract, a temporary thing, which in the context of this game,
And it's a
Resync
shame
and what
because
these people
Falcon
did
was
on the
such a
game, it
good
very well may
character
have
before
been.
that show, in my
Now
opinion.
maybe it wasn't, but I don't have proof to either thing, and I'm not just going to
Today's been a
blindly
Marvel
believe
tangent
these people
stream.
who love to virtue signal on the internet. People like that have, over the years, proven to be extremely untrustworthy. But hey, ultimately, I'm not on either side here. I'm certainly not on Ubisoft's side. I'm just pointing out issues with these sort of activists and why I don't trust them either. So I don't trust Ubisoft.
Falcon the
I
Winter
don't
Soldier
trust
show
these
is still one of
guys.
the worst and most
They can
hateful
all
pieces
have
of
each other.
propaganda from the MCU.
Enjoy.
Yeah.
Let me know what you think about the latest. Thank you for tuning in.
I totally agree. I'm blacked in America. Well, he wouldn't even call himself anything America because the whole show is basically him just the whole show is basically just him talking about how he didn't actually want to be Captain America because America was bad to black people once upon a time, and that means a black person holding up the shield, you know, nobody would accept me as Captain America, and, you know, maybe that's a bad thing because America bad. And Bucky, the whole time, Bucky was just a terrible character because he just followed Falcon around and never did anything about Falcon being a complete loser. You need to do better. You need to do better, Senator. Bro, it's like, I'm all for calling out politicians, but the way he called them out made no sense. He was like, bro, what did he say at the end of the show, man? He was like, it's a good thing that you don't know how to resolve this situation or whatever. Or no. He was like, yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about, and that's actually a good thing. Like, bro, we're actually retard maxing. Ironheart introduced Mephisto. Out of all the shows or movies he could be in, they threw him in there. The MCU writers didn't even know he existed until people were asking about him during WandaVision. Yeah, that's true. A lot of, like, really random, important characters got introduced in these shows, and I'm just like, wow, way to ruin them, bro. Like, Moon Knight, absolutely ruined because he appeared in a freaking Marvel show. Mephisto, obviously, ruined because of a Marvel show. You have, I mean, there's really like a zillion freaking characters. They're just totally like ruined, like Agatha Harkins and so many. But yeah, all the Marvel shows are just egregious, dude. Genuinely horrible. Kang was totally ruined through oh man, they absolutely ruined Kang, dude. Like what were they doing with that guy? And what's crazy is I heard so many people being like, but I actually really liked Kang. I'm like, really? I don't really listen. Like, I guess the actor was doing a good job at whatever they told him to do, but whatever they told him to do was not Kang. I don't know what the frick they were doing with him, bro. Like, he did not act like Kang at all. He literally just acted like some random black dude with supernatural powers. With the ability to time travel. Like, he was not Kang. Also, Kang kind of has to be white because he's allegedly either the, He's literally related to either Mr. Fantastic or Doctor Doom. I can't remember which one. I think it's Mr. Fantastic. And last time I checked, Mr. Fantastic is white. So I don't really understand how Kang can be black. When you stop calling them terrorists, Captain Black America referring to the terrorists. Yeah, like they just blew up a hospital 2 episodes ago and he's like, guys, we need to stop calling them terrorists. Oh my gosh. Ironically, Ironheart was pretty much true to her character. Yeah, but that's because Ironheart's a terrible character. Kang, the man that cucked another man.
So in this video, I'm going to be talking about the internet menace known as More Pegasus.
The legendary
Now, I'm sure
series.
a lot of you guys are familiar with his content, but I will say this. I just got a text message directly from him. I can confirm he is shaking in his boots right now. He is very nervous about some impending legal consequences surely coming his way. Now, where are these threats coming from? Well, of course, it's coming from the small head wielding, terrorist sympathizing, dog zapping, political violence advocate known as Hassan Piker. Now, what's going on with Hassan? Well, recently he's dropped to levels of desperation. I don't think
Hassan plans to tactically drop meat picks in the general election or primaries to help candidates like Abdul El Sayed. He also says he'll wear his mouse suits only on red carpet / big events.
Any of us were ever prepared for. He is now threatening to send out tactical meat.
Bro, Hassan just all he ever does is talk about sex, isn't it? Clearly some of you guys are horny. You want the meat. I'm leaving it up to imagination, keeping it locked in the chamber for a special occasion. Like, what is bro talking about?
To help his political cause. You could not pay me to play this video that is linked. But of course, he has a very big gripe with More Pegasus.
His head is too big, obviously Photoshop.
More Pegasus has committed the high crime of reacting to the public tweets and streams provided by Hassan, and Hassan does not like that. In fact, he's so mad that he's threatening.
Bro, it's crazy how much More Pegasus looks like somebody I know.
More Pegasus, and even sick the authorities on him. Let's watch
genuinely
this clip.
disturbing how much
intentionally
he looks
causing
identical to
harassment,
someone I
alarm, or
know.
distress. Singapore statutes online. An individual or entity must not, with intent, cause harassment, alarm, or distress to another person called in this section the target person by any means, use any threatening, abusive, or insulting words or behavior, make any threatening, abusive, or insulting communication, or publish any identity information of the target person or a related person of the target person. Oh my God, they're going to cane his ass. Hold on.
I don't think Singapore's
maintains one of the highest per capita execution rates globally, enforcing capital punishment primarily for drug trafficking and murder. Following the COVID-19 pandemic, executions surged. The country carried out 11 executions in 2022, 5 in 2023, 8 in 2024, and reached a 22-year high of 17 executions in 2025.
See, it's crazy that Hassan is so excited about the premise of some random dude he disagrees with on the internet getting executed via capital punishment for besmirching his honor on youtube.com.
Now, ignoring the cringe soundboard from Hassan, this guy who claims to be so against authoritarian regimes is once again trying to use a regime to
he has honor.
Potentially
he thinks he does.
Sentence someone to death for criticizing him. Not too surprising, but of course,
Hassan
if he
sounds
wants to
excited
go
reading this stuff, and there's the fa sound. The YouTube shortification of everything is very. I need to start making YouTube shorts, so I probably shouldn't say anything. But hey, if you start seeing random YouTube shorts pop up for me with with cringe Gen Alpha sound effects, don't blame me. Hate the game, not the player.
Route of threatening legal action against
Just said
more
what I
Pegasus.
typed.
The entire thing hinges upon Hassan proving that more Pegasus has in some way defamed him. And of course, objection! He can't cite a single reason as to why more Pegasus has ever defamed him. Hassan is very upset because the Legendary series has exposed the ridiculous and hypocritical behavior of Hassan and all of his orbiters over the years. But of course, Hassan is not done. In fact, in a recent clip, he has once again accused Pegasus of cyberstalking, harassment, and defamation, and is once again trying to invoke the Singaporean government against him.
My favorite country on the planet is the beautiful nation state of Singapore. Until recently, I felt as though I am insecure about continuing trade with the nation state of Singapore.
He was never going there.
Yeah.
Okay. Hassan was never going there. This is just ridiculous.
See, here's the thing. What is the benefit of him saying this outside of more Pegasus potentially facing some kind of capital punishment? Like, there's no reason to actually say this unless he has some slight hope that he's actually going to get somebody executed for talking crap on the internet. Not even necessarily talking crap, literally just showing clips of Hassan's own stream and being like, yeah, this is gay.
Because of more Pegasus and the slander that I have received from more Pegasus who has the unbelievable privilege of living in the...
Is he reading a script, by the way?
Maybe
like,
I need to get a
genuine
teleprompter
question,
for stream.
is he reading a script?
How funny would that be?
Why does he keep
If I'm like
looking
Joe Biden,
over to his
waiting for it
side
to scroll down
before talking? Side point, but let's continue.
The most beautiful country on the planet, the nation state of Singapore. And yet, instead of looking around and appreciating the bounty of living in the jewel, the crown jewel of the world, the crown jewel of international commerce, the ultimate defender of shipping lanes.
Can Hasor even read a
privilege
script?
that he has
Probably not.
to slander those who want to work.
He's probably like Gavin
who
Newsom,
want
man. He can't even read. At least that's what Gavin Newsom told me, that he can't read.
to move units, who want to improve the GDP of the beautiful nation state of Singapore.
Hassan, please give one example of more Pegasus slandering you. The Legendary series has over 300 videos.
How did I even
That
become
is
number 2?
Literally hundreds,
big
if
fan.
not thousands of hours of content covering you and your friends. So it should be very easy to point out a singular example of him slandering you. Now, of course, we know there's a reason he's not doing this. He can't provide a single reason. But of course, to his sycophants, they're just mad at someone who dares to defy Hassan. So they won't question his rhetoric, but what's new?
Singapore. Learning about Singapore and falling in love with it is one thing, but then finding out that the nation state of Singapore does not take international cyber stalking, mass harassment, and defamation
Cyber stalking,
seriously.
yeah, for sure.
It's a big blow. But we
like, I know he's being facetious in making this video, but I know that deep down he hopes something actually happens.
We shall prevail.
I think he's reading a script. But anyways, of course, as you can see from the latest upload from More Pegasus, every time Hassan tries to whine about...
It's crazy how I get all my news from YouTube and Twitter. Someone asks me how I know about whatever's going on in the world, and I just show them a picture of Kirsha, Nux, or Jake Monroe. Based. My normie friends are like, what the fuck? You show them a picture of an anime fox girl, and you're like, trust me, guys. She knows what's up. You know what's sad? That, like, back in the day, if somebody had showed me a picture of an anime fox girl and was like, this is where I get my politics from, I would have laughed. But nowadays, I'm like, that's the only person I would actually trust. I'll be like, yeah, you probably actually know what's going on.
Him, it just provides this serial international stalker with more content. Because all he's doing is responding to public clips of Hassan directly talking about him and even threatening legal action and trying to call into the government at Singapore to somehow go out and possibly execute him for making public videos criticizing Hassan for his public
I need
posts.
to watch Jake Monroe one day.
But anyways, as always with this stuff,
I had
there
never
is
heard about
the
that guy until he was on side scrollers, and now I hear and see him all the freaking time.
Asmongold connection. And to the shock and horror of Hassan, recently, Asmongold has commended the work of Pegasus, as we'll see in this clip.
More Pegasus says it's over for you. Oh, does he really? Let me see. Is there a video about me? More Pegasus? I'm actually really curious if there's
like,
a video
I'm trying
about...
to, what did the quartering say? Did the quartering say slumming it up? I'm trying to slum it up on side scrollers one day. Jake is pretty based.
The Asmongold allegations are in... Oh my god. He really, honestly, this guy, I love Pegasus. I think he's so funny. He really is. Like, he goes around, and this is like a whole narrative. All he does is make drama about shit. Oh my god. He included full context, just clickbait. I know, I like Pegasus.
Of course he did.
I assumed that he included full context. I did. And so, yeah,
yeah, it's so funny that Asmon says this, because I remember one of the videos I made about Asmongold was very similar in thumbnail, very similar in, like, title. And I got so many people who didn't watch the video at all, thinking that I was making a hate video on Asmongold in my comments, telling me that I'm a Hassan viewer, and I was like, bro, what the hell are you talking about?
Wouldn't have I just assumed that.
Thanks for the engagement, dude.
And so yeah, it's a funny guy, and you know, definitely you know, like Hassan, it's kind of good, right? I mean, Hassan is being a socialist in a way that I don't think anybody really expected him to. I mean, Hassan is going to be
to
putting
show that people can't see, hear, or read.
Through,
it's just funny because I know if Asmongold saw it himself, he would think it's funny.
Revenue. And
that's right. All of the free content Hassan has provided to Pegasus and individuals like myself and Asmongold is providing a redistribution of wealth that Hassan would never do in any other context, but we have to appreciate it. It is the closest to any sort of actual
I'm trying to get a redistribution of wealth into my bank account
towards socialism that Hassan has ever provided. But since we're on the topic of Asmongold,
should I start grifting off of socialism? Should I start grifting off of socialism by using capitalism, espousing socialism, to make millions of dollars? Asmon's another good source of news.
Watch a recent clip from his related channel talking about Hassan and Dogtober 7th.
It's actually crazy to me. Guys, we're still on this. Hassan claims it was a vibration collar.
Hassan shocked his dog. The story doesn't need much introduction. Hassan's dog, Kaya, appeared to yelp on stream when he reached for something on his desk, and the internet exploded with speculation that he used a shock collar on her. Hassan.
Maybe skip this one? No, I mean, I don't care at this point. This is fucking bullshit.
Everybody...
Oh, he doesn't care, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Hassan doesn't care as he continues to talk about the Kaya shock situation for almost a year now. Almost a full year. In fact, he cares so little that he has a soundboard with zapping related sounds every single time a random chatter will bring up the subject. He clearly doesn't care, guys.
He thinks that you zapped the dog, man.
The irony is Fox News also destroyed Collargate.
Timcast is good too.
They
At least when it comes to having the facts laid out, but sometimes he just goes off on a bad take. Yeah, I totally agree. Tim's probably, like, okay. If I was to say, like, the people I agree with the most, I would say Steven Crowder, probably the person I agree with the most on just, like, baseline opinions. But in terms of the people I like getting my news from the most, I would say Tim Pool ranks pretty high up there. Like, probably either number 1 or 2. Kirsha might be number 1. I love listening to Kirsha. But Tim does just tell you the stuff that's happening. Now, does he sometimes just have the most retarded takes of all time? Very frequently. But I do like Tim. I think Tim's not disingenuous at all.
My fucking house of Kai going on a walk, and people figured out that it was a vibe collar. As I've been
like,
saying,
do I think Tim's wrong a lot?
He
Yeah, I
changed-
think Tim's wrong a lot. But do I think Tim actually just tells you what's going on? Yeah. And I like listening to people I disagree with, because you don't really gain much out of listening to people that you agree 100% of the time with. That's why I don't watch Crowder as much these days, because like 95% of the time I agree with Crowder, and it's like, well, I'm not really gaining much by watching somebody that has the exact same opinions as me.
He can't even keep his story straight. Like, it's insane. He has flip-flopped so many times. He has admitted that it's a shock collar. He's also denied that it is multiple times. But now he's resorting
I do like listening
back
to Kirsha a lot, though, because Kirsha will talk about the weird stories, man. Kirsha will talk about, like, weird stuff that nobody else will talk about. Like, Kirsha will talk about, like, weird news stories where it's like, the man died of sounding in, like, a McDonald's bathroom, and you're just like, I never needed to know this, but I'm so morbidly curious. I'm gonna watch the video about it anyway.
well, it's just a vibration collar. He has said publicly that there was no collar at all, but my goodness, the cope never ends.
The zapper after the incident. Oh my god. Are we really gonna
At a certain
relitigate
point,
this?
most people are going to be like, why are you... Like, it's very clear that this guy doesn't abuse his dog.
And so apparently this is this true?
Okay, I think they can hear it, right?
Oh my god. It's right there, isn't it?
Okay, I did not expect Red to just watch the video I just
And he
watched.
moves it off. Dude. And do you remember Destiny?
Whoa, whoa, whoa! I've been caught! This face right here.
That is a good freeze frame, though.
You can't make this up. That is something AI could never reproduce. This face of guilt from Hassan, realizing he got caught in 4K trying to move the shock collar and the related devices off of camera. He got caught not realizing he had this aerial footage of him, and well, there's his face.
I swear I didn't mean to do that. How would the paparazzi have debunked anything? So the paparazzi, the reason why he says it was debunked is
Okay.
because they took a
Is this
photo
just what the rest
of
of
a
the video is?
person walking.
That he made.
What about the decision?
Brothel, like, you know, working at this. He brings up the brothel, like, you know what? There's the allegations that there were minors working at this brothel, which, of course, by definition would be against their will. But Hassan, at the end of the day, despite his success, his money, his status, still has to pay for intimacy. Does anyone want to...
I hardly watch Crowder, but honestly, his opinions are kind of safe. Asmund says what's more extreme, which is what I warn people about if we don't course correct. But here we are leaning further.
Overlook that?
Yeah, I was talking about it the other day with my brother. I was like, we're inevitably going to get to a point where people are going to want authoritarianism. And I'm very worried about people getting to that point, because the thing about authoritarianism is, sure, like theoretically, it could be great if you had the perfect leader. But you could say that about literally anything, right? Like, monarchy would be great if you had the perfect king. But that literally never happens, because people that aspire to have that much power in the first place are never going to be the kind of altruistic individuals that you would want in office, right? So it's like, what choice are you going to have at some point when the options between the two candidates are either somebody who wants to import unlimited illegal immigrants into your country or someone who's just going to be like, that's it, I've had enough. Literally everybody who's doing a crime is about to get just sent to the bottom of the ocean. And I'm like, well, I do not want authoritarianism in office. I mean, I've posted my political compass score before. I'm very much in the on the right in libertarian leaning, although I think libertarianism is kind of a suicidal ideology because it kind of just lets itself get run over if you go full libertarian. But I don't know. We have a very grim future ahead of us, I think.
That
if stuff
and how pathetic it is. But of course,
get fixed soon.
Previous
or we're gonna end up like the UK, where literally the only way out of the solution is through physical conflict. Because I mean, the UK's imported so many people that you can't really just get rid of them. A curse that God can bring about a godless nation is bad leaders. We definitely have had that for decades, yeah.
Response, as he said, actually paying for brothels.
You know, now you say that, is there a place on planet Earth that hasn't had that for decades at this point? Because, like, as strange as it sounds to say sometimes, we're the best country in the world, bro. like everywhere else is so substantially worse than America, and despite all of America's problems, we're still the best. Like, that's kind of crazy to think about sometimes when you think about just how far culture and society has fallen in the last, like, decade, 2 decades, and it's still not even close.
Is supporting women, which is
can't even think of one off the top of my head.
Diabolically insane.
We're going to swing to the more authoritarian. We will hit the extreme to purge the poison out of our system, sort of like the end of the Roman Republic into a dictatorship. See, yeah, I mean, I agree with you. Like, worryingly so, I think that's either going to be the case. The case is either we swing authoritarian or the globalists win and we enter some kind of, like, horrific one world order, like, and that's way, way worse than anything else, in my opinion.
Level that, like, if you search Asmongold, you get, and to be fair, you also get room. And when you search Hassan, you get dog. I mean, I bet he's mad.
What about the one where he pulled the dog?
But, man, is this just the rest of the video? It's just the rest of the video. Okay. Yeah, it's very worrying, in my opinion. The fact that we're pretty much either going to be forced into full authoritarian, or it's going to be people, you just let the criminals run society and everybody becomes a bottom feeder because the elites steal everything from everybody and force you to eat the bugs and own nothing. Or a pseudo-dictatorship like El Salvador. That style of government is probably what's needed to get what we need done. But what comes after, who knows? The only thing I would say is, like, Abraham Lincoln is kind of the only president that did the, like, more or less, hey, I'm going to be a dictator for a little bit and then I'll just, like, get over it. Like, objectively speaking, Abraham Lincoln did some stuff that was, like, way outside of constitutional grounds, but, like, it was necessary. But, like, you ever think you're gonna get that again? I don't really think so. Yo, what's up, Moses? How you doing, bro? We have a whole generation of kids thinking socialism is the next best thing from the commie-controlled universities. Yeah, that's true. And then, don't worry, bro. You have Gen Alpha coming up, where it's like, they don't even speak English anymore. Lincoln was killed, though. Who knows what he would do? That's true. Bro, what is this anime? I keep seeing the, like, chain-smoking cat anime.
And put on you, because this is honestly one of the craziest things that I have discovered in a very long time. Like, this is an actual nuke. Like, it's an extreme nuke. So, if you guys...
Abraham Lincoln was probably the worst. Could you elaborate on why you think that? Could it be potentially because he helped? And I'll die on that hill?
Are aware, there is a new anime series called Yanni Neko, or Chainsmoker Cat in the English.
I don't know. I think I would have to be convinced. I think it's pretty hard to be worse than Barack Obama or Joe Biden.
And basically, this is
Like, dude, Obama was genuinely, like, I don't know, man. I think Obama's the worst. Like, by far.
a series.
I mean, the guy basically caused the cultural death of America. He killed more Americans than any other person in existence.
That is starting to make waves in the anime community for the last week and a half. However, prior to the anime announcement, prior to basically the recent conversation around Yanni Neko, there was drama and quite a scandal that surrounded the series a few years back. And basically, this new story is starting to become very relevant thanks to the popularity of the anime. And
Joe
so we need to
Obama.
start from the very
Yeah,
beginning.
literally.
Basically, back in 2023, you had an offer of a manga called Satsudo. They went out of their way to be extremely upset and jealous because Yanni Neko in the same magazine got an award while their manga Satsudo did not. So the first thing that this manga offer
FDR.
decided
Oh,
to
yeah,
do,
yeah. FDR is also absolutely atrocious. I know he gets credit for saving the world from World War II, but he really laid the groundwork for a lot of our socialism problems. He had to die to get out of office. Yeah. I mean, literally the only person to ever serve 3 terms. Like, if you're president, every other president in history was like, yeah, I'll just get out of office. He's probably the most extreme president we ever had but you had Jimmy Carter, who basically helped start terrorism in the Middle East. Dude, it's so it's so bad because it's like Jimmy Carter is also like, he's up there, bro. For sure. Like, one of the worst of all time. He had his own Union soldiers killed for not wanting to kill Americans. He censored any news outlet to talk about them, burn them down literally. And he started welfare.
was basically make multiple fake
I didn't know that.
accounts to harass the offer online in any way they
I have to look
possibly
it up.
can. And when they say multiple, I'm assuming like dozens upon dozens.
But
and
I don't know, man. I just have to think. Carter gave away the Panama Canal. I can't forgive him for that. Carter was he was such a weak president, dude. Like, that guy, he just, I don't know. That guy should have never been in office, obviously. But I feel like Obama really like set in motion the mental sickness we have now that half the country has. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Because, like, obviously the seed had to be planted before Obama for that to even happen, but
there's news stories that actually cover this. I cross-checked to confirm this is actually legit. There's multiple Japanese articles that cover this story. But the point of the matter is that the Satsudo offer started harassing the Yanni Neko offer anonymously with fake accounts. And as things started to heat up, eventually it was discovered that the, Satsudo manga offer was the one actually doing it. And as basically online discussion really started getting a lot worse and the Satsudo offer started getting into the crosshairs, eventually an anonymous letter was delivered to Kodansha's agency, basically the publishing company for Yanni Neko and Satsudo. This anonymous
Abe Lincoln was a doer. He didn't give a crap. He had a mission. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, he was like the dictator president, to be honest. Started before him, but he did give it a big push it needed, yeah. He was the first president to put the state's interest over the people's interest.
letter that didn't have any name or anything on it. It just straight up basically said, I'm the one that did, the harassment and all that. It was me. I'm sorry. Here is 1 million yen. And I believe that converts into a few $1,000s, like $5,000 to $6,000. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below. But basically, you had an anonymous letter that was delivering...
remember anyone really screaming about racism around every corner till after Obama got into office? Yeah. And Obama's entire, like, candidacy was based off the fact of, like, oh, imagine all this progress we'll get. Or, like, how this will, like, kind of put, like, a period at the end of, like, the whole racism argument or, like, the whole racism, history of the United States, because we'll finally have a black man in office, in the presidential office. And then the black guy gets to be the president, and somehow he manages to mind control the country into thinking it's more racist than it's ever been. I agree with you for the most part. He is romanticized through all history, but he did all kinds of horrible stuff. But IDK, if I'd consider him the worst, he was just a man with a mission. Yeah, that's what I would say as well. Like, I don't know if I could ever, I don't know if I could ever say he's the worst. Because, like, objectively speaking, we did have to get rid of slavery. Like, it was actually a terrible thing that it exists in the first place. So it's like, the way he went about it, very questionable. But, I don't know. He did put an end to the old racism. He just introduced a new wave of racism. He introduced, like, the new, like, Marxism, racism, like, weird communist, gay, leftist ideology into American politics, I feel like.
Compensation for the damages or the overall heartache and mental, like, instability that they were causing to the Yanni Neko offer. And so Kodansha's first impressions, instead of just leaving it at that,
I don't know if I can read that.
they decided to actually do handwriting
Did he actually say that? That's
analysis,
crazy.
And they cross-checked it with the Satsudo offer's handwriting, and they discovered that it was 100% the Satsudo offer's handwriting. So they caught the offer in terms of the one sending the letter and admitting to the crime that, yes, they were the one harassing the offer after all the previous allegations that came out. And then once all that actually came out, basically the manga of
Lincoln wasn't great. He's freed the slaves in the first Republican president. He might have been the worst our president, but he did die before he could tarnish any legacy too much. Well, also, getting assassinated kind of, I feel like people don't really criticize anybody that's happened to, at least not that much. Slavery would have phased out eventually. The Western world was already over that stuff. The more industrial we got, the less we thought it was needed. Yeah.
Satsudo went on hiatus in December
That's
of
true.
2023, and then a few months passed, and it was announced in March of 2024.
I mean, I can totally see, like, your guys, what you're saying. Like, I definitely agree that Abraham Lincoln is definitely not, like, this super idealized president, like, super romanticized president either. Like, the dude did a lot of questionable stuff for sure. I don't think I would consider him the worst president in United States history. But, I mean, that's... the bar is really, really low. Like, the bar's basically in hell with the worst presidents in history, right? Like, you have so many people down there. It was a saving grace, honestly.
Offer of Satsudo passed away. Now, I haven't looked too deep into that, but from my understanding, I'm going to assume it was the obvious conclusion, what was probably, what happened to the person, what they decided to do, and may they rest in peace. But I have honestly never seen a news story have such a domino effect where it just ruins your life. Like, this is honestly, these two comments here, which I'm going to leave this, is honestly a perfect representation of the events that unfolded. You start off by being extremely jealous and envious of a fellow colleague getting an award while your series doesn't, and eventually it spirals out of control to where your manga series goes on a hiatus, and eventually you just straight up die. Like, this is such a crazy whiplash of a news story that I just don't even know how to process this properly, which is kind of...
Bro, they literally did the Reddit pipeline. They did the Reddit pipeline. Send person a bunch of threats and harass them because they have nothing better to do with their life because they're so insecure about their own work and about their own life, and then proceed to just self-terminate. Like, wow. Actual Redditor activity.
Why I'm even making this video, to kind of put my words and pieces together to really process it myself, because I couldn't believe this. Like, I saw this post, by the way, that was blowing up, like, literally yesterday, and I was like, okay.
I didn't give a crap about the black people. You just didn't want the South to separate. Slavery is a deal breaker in Northern cultures. Yeah. I mean, I can't imagine being put in the position of being the president and then the entire nation tries to split in two. It's like, what do you even do in that scenario?
Is this legit? or is this clickbait? Because obviously this is a Spanish account. I'm not saying that, this is fake or anything because they write it in Spanish, but I'm like, sometimes things can be, not properly conveyed, or it's lies or whatever. This is the online. So like I said, I decided to do some research, and yeah, this is a legit news story. This actually happened. I believe in my comment section, if I scroll down here, I believe someone actually posted a link to one of the articles, replying to another post. No, that's it. Yeah, article about this from 2 years ago. Yeah, here's an archive of the article from 2 years ago. I don't know if it'll load. Oh, I guess the site's down. Right here. Yeah. Right, this one right here. The Setsudo will be canceled as a series. He has passed away. Yeah, you could see basically, yeah, there is news stories. There is a paper trail of this, of where all of it happened. But honestly, yeah, this is kind of my reaction. Like, that is honestly, wow.
Bro hated so hard he died.
I've never seen a self-destruction of this level. Like, this is self-destruction 100. Like, that's what this is. Like, holy shit, dude. Like, let's put this in perspective here. Imagine being the Yanni Neko of,
What's up, Don Chigi? How you doing, bro?
And this happens to you, and then after all this, basically the person that harassed you and tried to ruin you, just this happens to him. Like,
oh wait, did he not self-terminate? Did he just? Oh.
I really wonder what the author thinks. I really am curious on that. But wow, what a spiral of events that I wanted to share this because this was honestly a fascinating news story. I mean, I know this isn't technically.
Dude, this is such a weird time for anime. We have the freaking chain smoking cat girl anime, and then we're gonna get the the freaking lollies doing Fint in the Hood show. Like, what is this new age anime we're about to get into?
News, but this is obviously resurfacing because this is something that not a lot of people are aware of. And
this would talk about karma. Yeah, bro, this is crazy. Bro literally hated so hard he died.
Recently, it's very clear that this is going to be really relevant to the conversation. Like, basically the beginning of the series to where we're at now. Now, with that being said, I think I'm going to leave it at that. If you enjoy my content and you would like to see more of it, please subscribe. And I would also, once again, like to apologize for the echo with the video. I'm still adjusting things. I haven't, got everything fully unboxed yet, so I do apologize for that. But I will try to fix that very soon. And if, the echo still persists, I'll buy some form of soundproofing where I could put on the walls and stuff. But, anyways, I love you guys.
Hatred is bad for the soul in your arteries, apparently. Clocking out. See you guys another time. Have a good night, bro. Appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, bro. Stuff like this, it's literally... Sorry. I literally got... I got stunlocked by this thumbnail, bro. Like, what the frick? Diddy Media. Huh. Interesting. No, but, like, being that jealous and, like, envious of somebody, it's literally just poison to yourself. It's the same thing with, like, holding a grudge. If you hold a grudge, it's just poisoning yourself and hoping it hurts somebody else. It's like, well, there's actually no benefit whatsoever. It's only to your own detriment. All right, let's talk about Crunchyroll being gay. Because Crunchyroll's always being gay 24/7. We had a lot of odd stuff like that back in the day. It's just the anime from the last few years has been sterilized. Yeah, that's true.
Right. No way this is real. I'm reading it. There's no way Crunchyroll is actually this greedy.
Come on. Are we really shocked that Crunchyroll's this greedy? I'm not. Dude, Crunchyroll, I don't understand how they haven't gotten hit with like some kind of monopoly thing. I mean, they literally own like all Western licensing rights to anime for the most part. Like, Netflix is the only place that has anything besides Crunchyroll.
There's actually...
I'm pretty sure all the other sites literally force you to buy a Crunchyroll subscription to watch anime through them.
I give Crunchyroll a lot of shit, but I'm not gonna lie, this might be the greediest thing they've ever done. This, hands down, might be the greediest piece of shit move their company has ever done. What do you mean you're locking out just regular subscribers from using the Crunchyroll store to buy merchandise, to buy figures and manga and stuff. What the do you mean?
High Dive has some, but not the biggest library. I thought High Dive didn't exist anymore. What's up, 8th Flow Master? Crunchyroll began its brand by throwing away their old user base under the bus. Didn't Crunchyroll literally start as a piracy website? As far as I'm aware, it literally started through piracy, right? Crunchyroll's gay, yeah.
What? I'm reading this and I can't even believe what I'm reading.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. It's like, you're like, piracy is so bad. And it's like, bro, the people you pay to watch your anime right now was literally the king of piracy. What the frick are you, like, yeah, bro, I'm really out here. You're stealing from the people who stole before you. Like, I just don't even understand the argument. Not to mention, I think my biggest, now they're a ship graveyard, yeah. My biggest beef with Crunchyroll, outside of like the weird censorship and just being super sterilized, like Don said, is they have literally zero data security whatsoever. I swear I've seen Crunchyroll get their data breached and have their info leaked like 3 times in the last decade or something. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but I've definitely seen it happen. Like too many times to be like, yeah, I really want to give them my payment information. Like, nah, I'm good actually.
You're telling
I'll
me
pass.
Crunchyroll is actually this greedy? Like, I give this company a lot of shit. I
That
know
also
I do.
happened, yeah.
But I did not think Crunchyroll could actually stoop this low. Like, it actually could go so low.
See, it's like I have no problem. Like, I would genuinely prefer to pay for a service like this if it was like good. But the problem is they have no respect for their customers whatsoever. They have no respect for their customers' privacy whatsoever. They have no respect to the works that they're actually have licensing rights to because they just destroy the freaking translations. It's like I don't even really know what you're paying for when you pay for Crunchyroll at this point.
Honestly, even Satan
They're going toe
himself
for
would be
toe with
impressed
Epic
by the
Games.
greed. Like, this is next level greed. Let me explain what this means, okay? This is basically
what's up,
the
Akno? How you doing,
equivalent
bro?
of you walking into a bookstore and let's say you pick up a copy of a manga, you get a manga, okay? And you're like, oh, I want to get this
High Dive still
manga.
exists? Is High Dive the... I really don't know. I was going to ask what High Dive has, but like I genuinely have no idea. Good, how about you? I'm doing good, bro.
It's a nice manga. And you take it to the desk and you know what they tell you? Oh,
Just complaining
you can't
about
buy
stuff
this
today.
manga.
Went on a lot of like tangents about Marvel earlier.
Yeah,
That
because
was like
you
half the
are
stream, to
not
be
a
honest.
premium ultra plus subscriber to our service. You're just a basic member, so because of that, you just can look at our merchandise. One day, though, you won't even be able to look at our merchandise. You'll have to pay to look at our merchandise. I'm just like, that's what Crunchyroll's doing. They are
Marvel's lost its fan base. Yeah,
legitimately
Marvel's terrible.
telling you that you
Crunchyroll
cannot
needs new
actually
management. They need to
buy
fire everyone. See, the thing is, that's true, but they're probably making absolute bank, bro. Because they've monopolized the whole anime like industry in the West for the most part. You have your choices are either you watch what's on Crunchyroll or you watch the weird you watch like the like very few select anime that Netflix has, or you watch one of the other anime sites that doesn't have much of it. Like, you say High Dive, and like, yes, I guess High Dive's another option, but I genuinely couldn't tell you a single show that's on High Dive. like I don't know anything about High Dive. It was weird talking about Marvel, DC. It's okay, man. Or they
merchandise
just buy
from the
merch from
store
Japan
unless
directly.
you pay some of their highest paid
Nothing is on High Dive.
subscriptions. That is actually insane.
It has nothing.
Like,
I watched
I'm not even
Oshinoko on High Dive. Dude, Oshinoko had like one of the best anime like first episodes I've ever seen, and then the rest of it I just could not care at all. To be honest, it has the second-rate shows. Yeah, I figured it was probably like some kind of like ecchi streaming service instead or something. that was my honest like thought is that's probably what it is. It probably just shows the NSFW shows. Dude, Oshinoko had such a good opening episode. It was like an hour long, and then just nothing else. I didn't care for the series at all after that first episode. I think I got it because I had To Love Ru Darkness. I've never seen that. Never seen that series.
Lie, that is probably one of the greediest things I have ever seen ever from this company. Like, what do you mean that Crunchyroll is locking people off? And if you think this is fake, by the way, it's not. Here's the source from Manga Alerts themselves, leading to the source, which I'll pull up. This literally came out, I'm assuming, today. A new Crunchyroll store and member experience is coming soon. This August, we are transitioning the Crunchyroll store to a brand new shopping experience that will be a
like, for somebody like me, one, I'm not a Crunchyroll member to begin with, but two, I don't buy anime merch. It's just not my thing. My desk has literally nothing on it besides a keyboard and a mouse pad and a mouse. Like, that's literally the only things on my desk. So, I'm not exactly a merchandise buyer of anything. Like, my bedroom's the same way. There's nothing in there.
available exclusively for Mega and Ultimate fans. The new store captures the excitement of convention-exclusive merchandise.
Like, I have the typical mail room where it's just the most boring thing you've ever seen in your life.
Curated drops, and limited release products inspired by the anime series you love. But before
yeah, they have a lot of weird
new
porn shows.
Launches,
I can't scroll through that app at all without feeling weird. Yeah, I figured that must be what it was, because I was like, I genuinely couldn't tell you a single thing that's on High Dive. Like, I forgot it even existed. Because Crunchyroll ate Funimation, right? To Love Ru is one of the classic ecchi. Oh, I see. I didn't know that.
Selected items beginning July 14th. Please note that
it
beginning
is just NSFW
July
shows on
13th,
there.
2026 at 11:59 p.m. PT, select items will be designated as final sell, and refunds or returns will only be accepted
I'd see if
for
I could get a
damaged
Chocobo
or
plushie, but I know
defective
my
products.
dogs would try and
We
eat
know
it.
you may have questions, and we prepared a fact to help provide more information. And so, you basically go here. What is the Crunchyroll store? In August, the Crunchyroll store will transition to a new curated experience available exclusively to Mega and Ultimate fans. So if you're below those tiers, the highest tiers, you're out of luck. I'll show an example of what those tiers are in just a second.
Side question, you see Epic yet? No. What about Epic? Like the Epic Game Store?
And the prices. What's different about the Crunchyroll store when it changes? The new experience will feature curated drops and Crunchyroll exclusive.
Oh, a new song I came out with? Oh, I see. No, I haven't seen it yet. I'll listen to it, though.
Merch
Hold
you
on,
won't
I'll pull
find
it up
anywhere
and let's do it
else.
after this.
It'll be available for select Crunchyroll memberships from Mega and Ultimate fans. More details are coming soon. So basically, to get the gist of this, Crunchyroll is locking the basic subscribers that pay for their service out of this. They're not allowing you to even buy merchandise anymore. So let me give the timeline here. Crunchyroll buys Right Stuff. Sony and Crunchyroll buys Right Stuff. That is one of the largest merchandise sellers online to be able to purchase like figures and manga and stuff. They buy them out, and eventually they consume their store into their brand of Crunchyroll Store, basically forming a bigger monopoly. And they don't uphold
is this the song you posted on Twitter,
promise
Akno?
with like holding the orders that were hold on Right Stuff to be.
I'll still watch it after this, but I did see it on Twitter.
Shipped to people that are now part of the Crunchyroll brand. They don't
You don't have
uphold
to.
those
No, I'm
promises
down,
at
bro.
all. And
I
then
love
they
watching this stuff on stream.
call out and say they're canceling their physical distribution. They straight up say that. They're no longer going to be physically distributing stuff. That was announced a while ago, by the way. And actually, I'll show. Manga Alerts talks about this, actually, here. Wonder what happened to the Aniplex titles.
To be fair, I haven't bought any anime merch in years. VTuber merch, though. I'd rather not say how much I have. I don't own a single piece of merch from any content creator ever. Is that shameful? Maybe I'm a bad guy. I haven't been supporting people. Like, no.
Anime from their stores.
I don't
or are
either.
they planning to phase them out? Basically, the fact
Tough
doesn't
economy. Akno, I'm waiting to buy your your hot sauces or whatever you said you were gonna make the other day.
about them phasing out physical manga and anime, but I would recommend buying your stuff soon and locking in any pre-orders. For those that don't know, it was announced a while ago that Crunchyroll would be phasing out physical stuff. They didn't mention this announcement, but we know it's coming. So just as how Sony is canceling and phasing out, like, you know,
I think
physical game disc,
I would
they're doing it to
literally
anime
die
manga.
if I consumed something spicy, bro.
It's so bad. But okay, let me show an example of the subscription tiers for you guys can actually see what you have to pay now just to even buy merchandise from
Just
Crunchyroll.
asked my plumber if he wanted a Reaper because they just asked. I mean, it's me that has a problem. Well, here's the thing, man. It's so unfortunate. I feel like a lot of the VTuber merch is just like so much of it is just like lewd, bro. You know what I mean? Now I want a crawfish cookout for some reason. He said no. Yeah, I too would deny a Carolina Reaper. If someone was just like, hey, bro, you want a freaking Carolina Reaper? I'd be like, no, I think I would actually die if I ate that. I'm good. Like, especially when I feel like the most popular anime merch that's out there, or like VTuber merch, is like the freaking Gamer Subs cups. And they might as well just rebrand those things to freaking hentai cups, because that's what they are, dude. Like, those are like, I could never imagine having that on my desk and having somebody like walk into where I live and be like, bro, what do you have on your like, what are you drinking out of? And I'm like, you don't like my cup with ginormous anime boobs pressed against it, bro?
So as you can see on screen, this is the current subscription plans for Crunchyroll service and their prices. Now, I would like to remind everybody, at the beginning of this year, for, 2026, Crunchyroll increased their prices by a huge margin, like 20% increase, okay? And this affected a lot. This affected basically the prices and everything of all this, and basically, as I outlined in a video I made at the beginning of this year, it made no sense, because a year ago, there was more features that Crunchyroll had than
No
they
loots
do
here,
now.
just a bunch of
Their
acrylic
service
sands,
is actually
keychains,
even in
things.
a worse state than they had a year ago, which is insane. And basically, they had the audacity to raise prices. And then recently, they did like a massive thing where you could subscribe and all that for only new subscribers could actually come in and basically have a lower price briefly for a subscription. And then it boosted their numbers up where they were pretty.
$10 a month for baseline Crunchyroll Premium, man. How much do you want to bet that in 2 years that's going to be like $15 a month just to watch anime? From a website, by the way, that spawned off of piracy. Like, I think it's so funny that Crunchyroll spawned off of piracy, and now they're one of the most, like, price gouging services of all time.
Successful. But overall, it's very clear that Crunchyroll is doing everything they can to get as much money from people, to incentivize you to buy their most expensive subscription service. And that's basically what's going on here with the whole Crunchyroll store thing, where you're getting locked out of it. So basically, if you are a fan,
Probably in
that is paying $10
720p
a
only.
month,
Yeah, probably, bro. It's crazy, because I think that Netflix's cheapest subscription is cheaper than Crunchyroll's cheapest subscription, which is like, bro, like, maybe you don't like Netflix as much. Like, maybe all you care about is watching anime. But, like, objectively speaking, Netflix has way more stuff than Crunchyroll. Like, way, way, way more stuff than Crunchyroll. And it's cheaper. Like, and I don't like Netflix. I also think Netflix is gay. But, like, Crunchyroll's on a whole different level of just egregious. Yo, what's up, Yannicka? How you doing, bro?
Crunchyroll, you are not going to be able to have access to basically using the Crunchyroll store. So even giving them $10, no. And also, I'm assuming if you are a fan plus manga, you do the $13.99 here, you cannot also access the store. That's my understanding. And I'm assuming if you paid this one, the Mega Fan plus manga, you would probably have access because it has the Mega Fan attached. But more or less what Crunchyroll is saying, to even be able to access the ability to read, or to watch anime and to access the store, you need to pay about $14 a month. Now, that's not including the manga subscription. If you want to read manga on their site for whatever reason and try to support manga offers legally, you'll have to pay straight up $17 a month.
I also think it's so funny that they bundle in, like, the access to Crunchyroll's Game Vault. And it's just, like, terrible slop games, too, I'm sure. Because Netflix does the same thing, where it's like, you get access to Candy Crush on Netflix, and it's like, who the frick is playing this?
And that's not including the next plan, which is $17.99. You can see the incentive, what they're doing here. Like, you could
I've been
easily
playing with them.
see
Also,
it.
the variety and Crunchyroll's way better than Netflix. You think so? I mean, in terms of anime, of course. Like, Netflix's anime options are terrible, but in terms of just, like Netflix has shows and movies from, like, everything.
Let's explain the facts here, okay? Let's say you are someone that wants to read manga, wants to watch anime on Crunchyroll. Okay, fine, go for it. I'm not gonna judge you. I will look at you, but just do it. But anyways, if you want to do that, go for it. But the thing is, if you paid for the experience to watch anime, read manga on their site, you're gonna be paying $14. So at this point, you might as well be a mega fan to access their store. But then you're locked out of the manga, so you're like, oh, I want to have manga, so let's just pay the $17. But then you're like, wait a minute, I mean, I'm only a few cents off of the ultimate fan. You could kind of see the tumble-down domino effect of what Crunchyroll is doing here. They're basically trying to say being a regular fan is just stupid. Why would you do that? You're neutering yourself. And then if you do the fan plus manga, it's also very stupid, because you might as well do mega fan for you to have access to the store, and then you'll probably be like, oh, I'm just going to do this one. And you can see, what Crunchyroll is more or less saying is that their subscription now is $14 plus. It's no longer $10 a month. It is $14 baseline just to be able to access their anime and merchandise catalog. And if you want to access the manga, that is basically $17, almost $18. So this is so much greed. It is astounding. Like, it is actually astounding. Like, this is a subscription that is getting into the same realm as, like, Netflix's prices. What do you mean? Like,
it's funny that he says that, because Netflix's cheapest plan is still cheaper than this. Does Netflix's cheapest plan have ads?
What a shit
Hold on.
company, man.
I have no idea.
What an absolute terrible
Let me search it up
company.
on my phone.
Like, this is... I cannot believe they have the audacity to do something like that. I will...
Okay, Netflix's cheapest plan still has
If you enjoy
ads.
my content, please subscribe. Leave a like down below. It does help out a lot. Get the word out on what Crunchyroll is currently doing.
That's pretty bad. You imagine
Cheat me out.
paying for a service with ads? Like, paying for a service with ads is crazy. Are you still here, Okno? I'm gonna listen to your song now. I can't wait to see what else you guys make with the Lyrian stuff. To my gaming laptop, and I'm not at my desk all day. I can't do that personally. Working on that exact thing right now. I can't wait to see what you guys make, bro. I'm just starting my collection of model replica sci-fi ships, but otherwise I have a lot of disc plates. You're the first person I've ever heard of who actually owns disc plates. Are those things actually good? I know a lot of people gave them a lot of hate because a lot of the disc plates are like AI generated, I think, which is like, I mean, there's nothing wrong with the AI generated disc plates, but it depends if the AI generated disc plates are like poorly generated or not, I guess. I like them. What kind of sci-fi ships are you replicating, dude? Mine are pretty old. I'm Daedalus from SGA and Roshanante from Expanse. Is it Rokinante or Roshanante? I really like the style on this. I mean, all the music he makes good, Okno. Dude, I loved the opening and ending you made for the Delirium stuff. It would be so much fun to make even just like to make like an anime opening or ending just for the channel itself. Like that would be so much fun. High praise, brother. I appreciate it. Nah, dude, you deserve it for sure. You want one? No, I was just thinking about it the other day because I looked at Suno and I was like, could I use Suno to do it? But then I figured out you have to, like, you can't retroactively, because I was just messing around with making some songs in Suno, and apparently you can't retroactively use songs that you already made on the free plan, even if you buy the paid plan, which I guess makes sense. But I was like, do you want one? Bro, I don't want to give you extra work, man. I do want to make one day, though. I think it would be fun. I offered? Yeah, I know, bro. You're too nice of a guy, dude. You plan on using Leaflet's AIB Studio? She released alpha today? Yeah, I would love to use it. It seems really cool. I've had it. Prior to release. Oh, you've been using it? How is it, bro? I've been keeping up with all the updates on it on Twitter. It seems really sick. Based. I actually switched OS, so I haven't set it up on Linux yet. Oh, you're a Linux user now? Dude, I could never switch to Linux. It's just too confusing for me, man. As much as I hate Windows microslop, it's just, it is what it is. They brainwashed me. My goy mind can't comprehend Linux. The main reason I wouldn't switch to Linux is because I know Linux has a lot of like complications connecting to certain stuff. The Windows software is now going to be getting all your info. Let's be honest, they probably already have all my info. Like, they were already gathering all that stuff. To be like, I don't know. They're losing safety for your personal software on the 26th. Yeah, it's not surprising. No way worse now. Really. That's just going to be what the future is, man, unfortunately. Use up Holy. I do, man. I urgently implore people to leave Windows. Yeah, I would love to leave Windows. What's the difference with Linux? I never get the hyper knowledge of it. Truth be told, I don't understand Linux at all. Your files run while your computer's off. They're downloading it. Oh no, they're gonna download all my racist memes. It's open source and it's primo.
Something right now that I think that Republicans need to get. Not Republicans.
Dude, I'm surprised people aren't using Tor browser and all that stuff now. With how bad it's getting. Come over to the Discord if you have questions. Same with the opening. I'll hop in. After stream, I'll hop in for a bit. I do, in a sense.
Conservatives need to start doing. Democrats are ousting their longtime incumbents at a rate Republicans, conservatives.
Oh, you said the word smoke monkey. No. Oh no. My Discord DMs. Bill Gates has them all. He's going to see I called him gay. It's over for me.
Prediction markets think it might get even worse. It could get even worse. In fact, it's likely to get even worse. So if you look at the Kalshi prediction market and the chance that 6 House Democrats go...
Well, here it is. It's Democrats in 2026 only. So far, 5. But 6 probable incumbents are being ousted by new young people, largely from the Democrat Socialist Party. Republicans, since 2010 in total, have only had 2 of them ousted. So we got our Mitch McConnells that nobody even knows the status of his...
Is one of them Tony Gonzalez? Wait, is Tony Gonzalez one of the 2?
brain right now.
The
freezing
Gordim is
out.
on you
You
now.
have all these rhinos in office.
I guess so.
Blocking the SAVE Act, aligning with Democrats on bills. I don't
like. Does Tony Gonzalez count, or since he just like left, does it not count? I can't wait to see Brandon Herrera be in office, man. Those videos that he's gonna make are gonna be so funny.
want us to become the Democrats, but I think conservatives need to start trying to oust rhinos and establishment Republicans that side with Democrat values and start getting on top of things. Again, I don't want what the Democrats are doing, replacing their moderates, but not even moderates, their establishment Democrats with insane fringe ultra-left candidates. I want the Republicans to say,
dude, I don't know how he can stand
establishment Republicans
all
get replaced by MAGA, populist, young candidates like Brandon Herrera.
Prediction markets think it might get even worse. It could get even worse. In fact, it's likely to get even worse. So if you look at the Kalshi
it's not a big baseball bat. It's probably
House
really
Democrats
light, but still.
go down to defeat, lose their primary in 20.
And again, Kalshi means nothing. All it means is more people think this will happen than won't think this would happen. It's not exact democracy because not everybody's vote is equal. You can have a whale, someone with a lot of money just dumping something on there. And what also I realize with those types of markets is somebody can sell their position early. So it's like, I think we're going to get out of the war in Wakanda by August. They'll dump $10,000 on it at this percentage. And to my understanding, and I'm not...
This isn't financial advice, but if you were to just buy and sell oil shares every time Trump says the war's over, you'd be so rich right now. It's actually crazy.
Not on these markets. I don't suggest you are either. But if new news comes out saying Wakanda is thinking about instituting a draft, it's on their bill. The likelihood that the war will start or end will slightly change, and then they can sell their 10,000 position overnight, also altering the odds. Kalshi means nothing. Poly market means nothing. I'm saying Wakanda because we're trying to make this a fictitious war, not something that may definitely happen.
26. This number has consistently, over the last week or so, been hovering 80.
Well, the thing about Kalshi is, like, true, it does mean nothing, but it also kind of, like, what's the right way to put it? When people put money into stuff like this, they're kind of manifesting it to happen because nobody's gonna vote against their own money. You know what I mean?
90%. And when we talk about history books, the history books, right? If in fact 6 House Democrats went down to defeat in 2026, it would be by far, it would be the largest number.
Another Tea Party. No, CNN.
And was salty.
This is not
he didn't bet on the Iran war. You're right. I'm salty, bro. I'm salty as frick. I should have done it. I would have made so much money.
Same thing as the Tea Party.
And a post-redistricting cycle for Democrats. And get this, over 50 years. That's why I got this picture of the Tea Party on your screen right now, because you know what? It's 250, but also it's a new Tea Party for Democrats. Prediction markets think it might.
They're ousting their people, but what I don't want Republicans to do is replace establishment politicians with insane people in the DSA. DSA watchers are going to counterfollow saying, hey, you're a Democrat. He's a Democrat who hates the DSA, the Democrat Socialists of America. They're here to throw the capitalist state.
We're not here to make the Democrats a little bit better. We're not here to like get the little crumbs. We're here to actually enact socialism. And socialism is not just better capitalism.
Generational level retard. Here's the thing, though. Is it better if there's some of these in Democrat office opposing the establishment Democrats that could potentially split the votes or make it harder for Democrats to actually vote stuff in? I mean, the thing is, these people are LARPers. They all end up falling in line anyway, so, like, I don't think that's actually the case, but...
It's overthrowing the entire capitalist state.
Yeah,
we're not.
As he's sitting here surrounded by all the niceties and the things that are provided in a state like Rhode Island that is provided by capitalism. The classes that are that are advanced in the technology and brought to
Do you want to risk commies
purchase
in your government? I got news for you, bro. They're already in the government. You know, I personally think we should go back to the old Cold War philosophy where if you espouse communism, you should just get charged with treason or something.
Right, by
Send them to
capitalism,
an island
these nice
somewhere.
plush headphones that are probably brought over from another country, all this furniture, this fridge, extra water bottles and all whatever. This looks like cat food. Like, I'm surrounded by capitalism with my silver chain.
Bro's
and I think
complaining
if
about capitalism while wearing his freaking SteelSeries Arctis Pro 5 headset or whatever the frick he's wearing, bro. Oh my gosh.
cater to social.
Meanwhile, people in actual communist societies are like scraping mud together and eating mud cakes. Like,
socialist ideas enough. I will be at the helm of socialism. I will be like the Hassan. I will be the bourgeoisie. I'm going to be the rich one in socialism. They're not going to literally throw me in the coal mines, which
just mean just giving them more ground,
communism
especially on
always
state
brings.
levels.
And
yeah, I obviously don't want them in office.
Do not be fooled. Their goal isn't socialism. It's communism. The word is.
I was just saying, we can dream about the Democrats having inter-party turmoil and destroying themselves.
Interchangeable to them.
I mean, our goal is liberation. Our goal is communism. I mean, our goal is liberation. Our goal is communism.
Yeah, our goal is communism. They know it's coming. But like people saying, hey, why are these people not being treated as terror actors from the DSA?
And,
Dude,
you know, we have a...
These people that are advocating for this is like a snake advocating for the rights of a bald eagle. It just, like, are you retarded? Why would you... Why would you advocate for your own destruction? And, like, they're too stupid to even realize it, despite the fact that you can visibly see that communism has never worked ever in history. No, guys, but that actually wasn't real communism. We just need this perfect utopia where everyone acts 100% altruistically, called the Lulu world. I can't get over these people, man.
unique responsibility to act from the heart of empire, the belly of the beast. The most important thing that we can do is take that empire down from within.
Our role ultimately is to facilitate our own empire's failure in ways that we can.
If you're trying to overthrow the country, I think you get denaturalized and deported. Like if you're only here to take down the
espouses that their entire belief is just to destroy America and we haven't charged them with treason or something, like, can we do that? Or maybe we can't charge them with treason, but can we at least just deport them? If they don't want to be here so bad, have fun somewhere else.
empire. Why are we not treating
We should just be shipping these people to countries we don't like. I mean, that would be the easiest solution. Ask these people how they feel about India. We can send them there.
you as a traitor, foreign invader? I guess this person's not a foreign invader, but just why are we not treating you like somebody that is actually trying to destroy our society? You openly admit it. I know you're LARPing, but we have to address this.
Can ultimately to overthrow our own empire.
And sad to say, it's like you're not going to. I'm not trying to make fun of somebody for their appearance because they make fun of our appearance, and then we're not having a rational discussion. But I don't think this individual is going to be who the socialists place on the helm of their society, the communists place on the helm of their society. This is somebody that I think ends up in the coal mines, ends up on the in the fields, tending to the cattle, having some mundane, redundant job that will be not exactly what you're simping for in destroying our society. They're literally cheering on their own demise. And I say this as softly as I can. You cannot get to this BMI through socialism. You get to this level of excess through all the enjoyment of capitalism, taking advantage of low wages, of food overseas in South America, mass producing things through capitalism, and just having all these nice books and video games and knickknacks behind you because we took advantage of the cheap labor of like kids in third world Asian countries. You are enjoying the fruits of capitalism.
No, but then they'll try and like hold you morally accountable for using AI or something. Meanwhile, they're typing out their manifesto on their communist or not communist, their Chinese sweatshop baby labor produced phone. It's like, dude, I don't hold you accountable for using a Chinese sweatshop baby labor phone, and you want to come and pretend like there's some kind of like moral atrocity going on with AI, which there's not, but they still pretend like there is. I'm like, well, even if there was, I don't hold you accountable for using your Chinese sweatshop baby labor phone. Why would you hold me accountable for the perceived evilness of AI, which obviously is bogus to begin with?
No matter how horrific they may be in your eyes, this is not going to work well for you. And again, I mean this as kindly as possible. I want you to live in the excess that is capitalism, but I think some people are too stupid to realize.
Bro, complaints about capitalism while being fat. Like, you can't. Come on. Like, it's not even bullying. It's just maybe you in particular do need communism, but you need to be one of the people that's having the caloric intake cut off a bit. You know what I'm saying?
They're not gonna like if they win, they're not gonna like it.
Ultimately, to overthrow our own empire.
U.S. imperialism is not a thing that can be reformed away.
Okay, and the thing is, though, is the imperialism that's
occurring. Bro, you can tell
in our
this
country
person
right now.
is crazy.
Somalia
I'm pretty sure that's a dude, but
coming over here and taking over large
the
parts
way they're
of,
moving their head,
of
somebody has
Minnesota
schizophrenia
is
or
imperialism. You
something.
don't think that large parts of Africa taking over Spain, that's not imperialism? It almost seems like a thing of they're not against these scary words like imperialism or racism. It's all just tools to get white populations, Western populations, to become
SSRI
too
stare?
afraid to
Yeah,
fight
exactly.
the imperialism or racism coming from other places. So they sit there and say, are you more afraid of being conquered than you are being called a racist? And if the answer is, I'm more afraid of being called a racist, then you're much, much easier to conquer.
Isn't
And
it
sad to
crazy
say
how
is,
like racist used to mean something, and now when somebody gets called racist, it just means they're not cringe? Doesn't even mean they're racist.
how come we're not treating these people like enemies of the state?
It has to be overthrown through
How many
revolutionary struggle.
more
And
creepy
revolutionary
head
there's no
shakes
such
we're
thing
gonna see?
of revolutionary struggle. There's hot conflict, and there's everything like they're calling for a war against middle America. I don't think they have the heart to go through with it. Again, I don't want the heart to go through with it too. I would rather have peaceful discussion. But when they're saying we got to overthrow the American empire, who fills the void of the American superpower? Because it's not going to be
That's a
Gaza.
dude. That's what
it's
I
not
said.
going to be the UK. It's going to be China with their communism.
It's a badge of honor now. Yeah, it really is a badge of honor to just get called deplorable things at this point, which is like so bizarre. This person is racist. Oh, I knew they seemed chill. Yeah, pretty much.
And their treatment of others. All you gotta do is look up, go on the computer. Look, you DSA people, America falls down, China becomes a superpower. Look at how the Chinese, not the government, just the Chinese people treated African immigrants during COVID. just look at that. Do you want China to be the helm of the world? Do you want Russia and what they're doing to Ukraine and all the things you don't like about them? It's going to be Russia. It's going to be China. If you don't like either one of those programs running the planet, then you probably need to be on America's side.
Through revolutionary struggle.
And to build a mass movement that can use the leverage of workers.
Just, it's crazy how they always fit the bill. Like, you just see them and you know.
To hit the kill switch on American imperialism here.
If they literally think a strike, a general strike, don't show up to work, is going to, one, influence how we do things militarily, or two, going to stop the literal onslaught that is automation, robots, AI. Like, California only had $20 minimum wage for fast food workers for, 2 years now? And already Panda Express has the auto walks, where it's like, what you used to give a guy, a cook, oftentimes a minority, back there, mixing all the food for Panda Express. Is it terrible for you? Yes.
My new theory is that we don't live on real
Yes.
Earth. We actually live
Already
on bizarro
replaced them
Earth
with a
in the
robot.
DC universe. That's a good theory, actually. That's a pretty sound theory. I think there's a lot of evidence backing that up. How you doing, Dan?
When you go to Panda Express drive-thru, some places have replaced your American teenager working a part-time job for the summer with a Filipino adult remoting in to take your order. But some of them, it's just AI. You tell AI, hey, I want the panda bowl with orange chicken
They're
and
the phase
fried
one
rice, and it
Marxists. They
just
never seem to
takes it in and
understand
says,
that the
okay,
phase 3
we got
Marxist
it.
wipes them out when they
You
get to
think
power.
the
Yeah.
workers have this leverage over the American capitalist?
It's funny because these people, they just, I don't know if they don't pay attention to history at all. Well, obviously they don't pay attention to history in terms of like having any kind of historical literacy whatsoever. But it really only takes a second grader's level of education to realize that like taking money from using money from everyone else will eventually run out and then you're just cooked. Like, I don't know.
Society not knowing you are just expediting its demise.
Within the American empire.
Yeah, Canary Mission is them. They're openly admitting they're against our society, and it's
we live
sad
in a
because,
lost colony of the
who's the biggest socialist out there?
of man, and we're waiting
the
for
leader
the
of the
crusade to get
DSA
us
party, the
back in
face of the
game.
DSA party right now. It's not Hassan. I think Hassan is like a bandwagoner hopping on the winning team. It is Mayor Mamdani. The New York City council members are giving themselves an 18% pay hike and set automatic pay increases every year after. Meaning, as soon as these socialists took power in New York City, they were making themselves richer, meanwhile not providing anything that he campaigned on. Fast and free buses, a safer New York City, even like the that bodega. It's not going to be opening for another year. It's going to be 10 times the price of anything open in the free market, and even their low-cost housing is, or allegedly, they were cutting corners on the steel of building that building, and that tower is starting to teeter over, and they're evacuating an entire part of the city. Provide nothing they campaigned on, pay themselves more money, and take a bailout from New York State taxpayers. That's what the Democrat socialists are doing, and the crazy part about this is it's all coming from the veil that is what's really happening. Like Visgrad saying residents in Brooklyn, New York City are being forced to listen to this at 5 a.m.
Surprise socialists vote to give themselves more taxpayer money? Crazy! Wow, I could have never seen that coming.
Now, seen a lot of variations.
You're telling me
of this
the
video.
people that are permanently focused on wealth are going to immediately funnel themselves as much money as humanly possible? No way.
How easy would it be just to take your video and then edit over that call over it? But we're hearing from a lot of different people, maybe not this video necessarily, but a lot of people are saying the same thing. And also in places like Minneapolis, where they said, you know, the liberals say open borders, sanctuary city, and then the Somalians take over city council and ban the pride flag. They get very, very upset that, like, you know, the American progressive liberals are like, wait, we took you in with open arms.
Man, am I glad Muslim
and this
called
is
a
how you
prayer on a
repay
thing
us.
here. It is in, like, Michigan. It's a thing there in Michigan, for sure. Betraying 2,800 fallen civilians from 9/11, yeah.
It's gonna happen all over the place, but it is interesting how the Democrats
Happens in Michigan, happens in New York, happens in, I forget where the other place is. But, I just, people need to wake up, or this is gonna happen literally everywhere. Because, I mean, that's all those people do. They just, they go, they conquer areas, and if you fight back whatsoever, they scream Islamophobia or something like that. And then you have these suicidal, empathetic people that will stand up for them, not realizing that they're literally defending their own destruction.
Interesting people like, okay, Democrats stop serving average working class Americans and minorities and just turn that into we're serving asylum seekers and people that will forever be on the teat of welfare. That's our new voter base. So they say, okay, we're bucking the trend and we're joining socialism. We want communism now. We want to overthrow the American empire. Then a different group essentially hijacks that situation, comes in from another country, a very, very devoutly religious country, and brings in their values and replaces American values with that. It's like they're just too stupid to realize their whole movement's being hijacked. They want living wages and they don't want imperialism and they want to be treated as equals or in the workplace or whatever. Not even realizing it's going to destroy their entire worldview and liberal progressive American values overnight. It is sad, but then you got, what is it, a Bill Maher out there saying, this is what the Democrats want. Or the Democrats need to oust the establishment Democrats by just being normal for a moment, but it's never going to happen because they're catering to too many insane people now.
If we are ever going to get back to the old America, that's got to be the Democrats' part of the bargain. Stop coming up with radically new and often terrible ideas, and then in the next
Dropping here.
breath
Have a good night.
insist there be no debate about anything.
Thanks for stopping by.
That if you don't see it right away
You're racist.
and go along, you're bad, stupid, and deplorable.
exactly.
As if you were saying, duh, 2 + 2 = 5. Isn't that obvious? Yeah, it's obvious you can't add.
Well,
The
this is the thing
Constitution
with
says
it.
Article 5 is the last thread. Once that becomes impossible, when the Declaration of Independence kicks back in, yeah.
Oh, why is Donald Trump defunding the Department of Education? Well, it's like, well, maybe because most people, like, who was it? Maybe it was James Woods saying, how come the kids don't graduate high school anymore with financial literacy? They don't know not to take out these huge loans and how to not generate wealth. It's like, no, most of these high school students aren't even just, not even financially literate, just literate. Maybe the system is breaking. Or not breaking, broken.
You can't just say shit. Math is racist. Queers for Palestine. Looting is cool. Health.
Exercising is part of white supremacy. Or no, what was it? Well, I mean, that was probably one of them. It's probably like exercising is misogyny or something. It was being punctual is white supremacy.
At any weight. If the men's football team played the women's team, it would be a tie.
Yeah.
You can't just say shit. If we are ever going to get back to...
They want to take back the Democrat Party. You can't be extreme and crazy, but sad to say,
See, the beef I have with Bill Maher is like, sure, he's more woken up now than he used to be, but for him to have just been so complacent and essentially just not paying attention to anything for so long and letting it get this bad before he started talking about it, it's like, well, bro, you're to blame, bro. Lenders exploit ignorant debtors. That's how they become oligarchs. The gym is an alt-right safe place. Yeah, apparently so.
Especially when they were running Kamala Harris and tried to capture the insane part of their movement and simultaneously alienated them by replacing them with a newer, easier, more malleable group to control. They're a permanent serf class that won't even learn the language. They'll just be on the welfare forever. They wanted to target them, alienate the average young liberal progressive ideologue, and now they have the DSA ousting at least 6 of them in Congress and now getting them installed in places like mayor in New York City. They're never going to retain the old Democrat Party. It's too far gone. I think the Democrats are going to go the way of the Whig. It's got to be replaced by something else. Honestly, at this point in time, I would be satisfied with Democrats have gone too far left. Whatever new party that is a populist party goes in the middle, and now you have rhinos versus populists, and that's what I would want.
Oops, I didn't mean
I'm about to go to court and
know that what they said, I remember. Like as a left winger when they did, yeah. All right. What is this about?
Was interviewed by Israeli news.
You apologize to me for why don't you apologize?
Plays HH by Ye, still gets invited to Israel. Tells Jews it's their fault for getting mad. Tells Jews no one likes them. Leaves. Is that what Clavicular did?
You apologize to me for wasting my time. You know what everybody
I would not call Clavicular the GOAT, but that's pretty funny.
Talking about right now, right? Well,
Plays HH by Ye, still gets invited to go to Israel, tells the Jews it's their own fault for being mad, tells the Jews no one likes them, and leaves.
Okay, there's nobody anybody
really
actually
true?
takes Clavicular seriously, but like this is hilarious.
Is talking about you know what we're doing.
It's funny that like why is Clavicular even getting interviewed by the Israeli media to begin with? This guy's so cracked out on meth, he probably doesn't have any coherent thoughts.
That's good. You know, so for you to kind of start the interview off in like a negative manner doesn't really make sense. You know, we came here after a ceasefire ended in a very unstable state, technically, to kind of show that, you know, Israel's a safe place. So for you to start off in an antagonistic way, I'm really, you know, kind of just confused. But how can you not talk about like the song? Poor journalist tactic.
Oh my gosh, bro. Like, imagine getting pressed about playing a song as a meme. Like, come on.
No. So if you're gonna be negative,
because
and
the Israeli
ask
news
about,
hates ignorance.
you know, like old, situations that are not so
because
positive.
the Israeli news are ignorant.
Then
Yes.
I really don't want to talk to you.
Last January is not that old. You know, you got kicked out of a club just because of this.
He keeps trying to press him over the song, bro.
After I was kicked out of the club, the owner called me and profusely apologized.
That's a lie.
Offered me to come back and top my entire night. So it was just a mix-up.
No, that's a lie. So why not clean the page?
So why not? So why don't you clean the page and talk about how much I've done for this country's reputation, because it's in utter shambles. You go on any social media page, the amount of
it's funny because he's like trying to make Israel look good, and they're just immediately like antagonizing him, bro. Haven't heard our news for years because they're so stupid.
propaganda among Gen Z and misconceptions. So that's what's doing the real damage, right? Not anything I've done that we're here trying to.
Absolutely fucking mogged. God, he's totally right about this. I like this retard. See, I've been on Clav's side the whole time. I have been. Like, everybody was like shitting on him. I was like, bro, like, I see the way he talks about shit. He's smart. I like it.
I think Clav's retarded, but like, this is hilarious.
To set everything straight, I don't have to be in Israel, and
whoever's interviewing him is a complete clown, bro.
This is the most ridiculous thing ever. I don't want to be talking to someone who's going to be rude.
We understand, but there's an online backlash,
Because I'm here to do good things. So there's a backlash because of people like you. There's an online backlash
because of people like you. Oh, and by the way, Clav is 100% right. Yeah. He's totally fucking right. Is it the main reason why I think people, like, one of the biggest things that people are like, they're going to take, like, oh my God, you used goy slop as a term. That's super anti-Semitic. We're going to try to, like, ask you, like, if you like the Holocaust or not, and this other bullshit. I get he wants to move on, but he's avoiding accountability. Well, of course he's avoiding accountability because he's not accountable to them. That's correct. Welcome to reality. He's not accountable to this retard. He doesn't have to explain himself to this idiot. Accountability? To who?
People like you, like me, talking about negative things. So why don't you acknowledge the fact that I'm here doing a good thing for the country, showing off Tel Aviv's beauty, showing off that it's safe. Okay. So why don't you talk about that, and then there won't be a bad PR. Okay. So you're the one who's causing these issues. So
It's so funny to me that he's trying to like be friendly with them, and they just won't let it. They won't let it happen because he played a song.
You're the one who's doing it.
How can you not see the comments?
How can you not see? Because I can't read them. It's in a different language. It's in
Did you have
it's in a different language. Yeah, I can't fucking read Hebrew.
AI and Google Translate?
I can't. I have Google Translate. Yeah. Live on TikTok. Yeah, I could totally. Yeah, let me copy and paste every single little thing into Google Translate.
But you surely understand that people.
It's so stupid.
No. Let me make you understand. I'm here for a good thing, and you're trying.
This guy reminds me of like Piers Morgan. Like, he totally gets what Clav is saying, and he's just pretending not to, so we can continue this antagonistic interview.
Drag me through the mud, and give me reputational damage. So quite
what's
honestly,
wrong with apologizing about
no one listens to Channel 13 anyway. Is that what this is?
Just apologize.
Why don't you apologize to me? Why don't you apologize? Why don't you apologize to me for wasting my time?
Why are you afraid to apologize? Just apologize.
I'm so proud of him. I'm so fucking proud of this. Is just beautiful. Oh my God. This is never bow down to these fuckers. I know they're gonna pager him. Oh no. Clav, your phone's ringing. Who is it?
Not the pagers, bro.
Wait. Oh God. And oh yeah.
Is that supposed to be a juice emoji? What is that emoji supposed to stand for?
Dude, that's insane. And never bow down. Yeah, I'm so glad to see this happen. I really am. These people are so obnoxious. They're so annoying to do this. Clavicular reveals he has dined with Benjamin Netanyahu's advisors to teach them about looksmaxing and was asked to do a gem stream with the Israeli prime minister.
Tell me this is... Is this true? That is hilarious if it's true.
So let me get this straight. Plays Hail Hitler in a club, doesn't apologize for it at all. He says, fuck you, this is why no one likes you. And now he's gonna get to do a stream with Benjamin Netanyahu. The big Yahoo. No way.
He couldn't handle the pressure of all the liberal media outlets who were attacking me because I met with BB's advisor, right? I had dinner with a couple of people who were, BB's advisor, a couple big
the media gonna media,
government
yeah, true.
People and from the United States, just some tech names as well. And there was a photograph of us at the club after.
Yeah.
And then that's why all the media here hates me, because the media doesn't like BB, right? And I was fine with talking with one of BB's people.
Yeah.
About looksmaxing, how he could looksmax. That's what they asked. They said, "Hey, BB's been having a lot of trouble."
There's no. How hilarious would it be if the next time Netanyahu shows up, he just looks like old Clavicular? Oh my gosh.
With humanizing himself to the younger generation. They think he's too old and out of shape. Would you want to do like a gym stream with him or something like that? And if I had any ideas about
BB, you're not mewing enough. You have to mog to make
this is it.
Can you imagine? Bro becomes like the most popular politician with Gen Alpha because he just starts brain rot. He just starts brain rotting.
Yeah.
Netanyahu starts posting YouTube shorts with all those stupid sound effects.
Yes.
Like his fitness.
I love it.
Thing because he's getting into sports or something. And I was like, sure, man, I'd be happy to help.
This timeline,
with
it's crazy.
His gym cell routine.
This is guys, you have to understand gym cell routine. This is like for a long time, like from like 2018 to like 2022, I didn't know if anybody was ever gonna have, like, I thought that was the end of content creation. I thought everybody was just destined to be a fat, weird, annoying loser that was unlikable and wasn't funny
Thanks for
and
stopping
that
by,
never pushed
Loadmaster.
boundaries. And then we
feel like-
had the
I feel like not reading the first part of your name makes it sound absolutely crazy.
change. We did. And I am so happy. I am so happy to see all this different. This is amazing. I love it. Most people
so
still are. I know.
said sure.
The Chud
And then,
yes.
after that, after the picture
The
comes
Chud
out,
manifest.
all the liberal media in Israel kind of gets mad.
Yeah.
That I'm talking to him and starts putting all this press about, how Clav's, an anti-Semite, Clav's
What?
this, whatever.
What? He's an anti. What are you talking about? Because you listen to a song? I listened to the song. What do you mean? Like, it's crazy.
I used to be a loadmaster on the C-17 aircraft. I was gonna say, I know it's not what your name meant, but just calling you Loadmaster, I was like, wait a minute, it sounds a bit crazy, no?
collab since Mussolini and Hitler. Oh my god.
Did somebody AI Netanyahu eating Kool-Aid pineapple, bro?
Oh my god.
That's...
Jesus Christ, guys. And I'm not political. Guys, fucking clown whoever watches him is retarded. First, the girl at the IDF social media login, and now this. Why would Israel want to spend time with a streamer with influence over kids in the United States? This isn't a coincidence. And again, yeah, obviously Israel doesn't want to have the PR and everything. And Israel actually got a W recently. I don't know if you guys saw this or not. Take a look at this. So there's actually 2 Ws. This is something I think that, you know, everybody kind of knew this, but now it's official. The UK has officially designated the IRGC of Iran as a terrorist organization. Those are the bad guys. Another one? Oh, is there more? Let me see. The Pineapple Viola is one sitting in a hospital or something? I don't know, man. Like, if people are going to hospital for that, like, that's insane.
Someone in that comment section said, glad to see Muslim countries fighting against the IRGC. Wait, let me go back to it. The UK. I mean, the UK is a Muslim country, to be honest, but that's just a funny comment.
Enough? Yeah.
Why you come on Jewish girls?
Clavicular got confronted by a group of Israelis outside his hotel amidst controversy relating to him disrespecting Jewish women.
Why you come on Jewish girls? Let's talk. Let's come to the ring. I'm your best entertainment in Israel. Yo, bro. Come on. You have a lot of bodyguards. Come fuck with us, bro. Come fuck with us, bro.
This is so bizarre.
They're mad, bro. They're mad.
Come, it's okay. I'm your best entertainment in Israel. Come fuck with us. Come.
Damn. You really got him, huh? Don't fuck with us, bro.
Braden, come.
Oh, I thought he said his name, Braden. Okay, yeah. I was like, wait, what the fuck? Brethren. Like, or something like that. Israeli Chads,
bunch of incels in Israel.
Violent. Yeah, they're mad as hell.
Oh, man. That's funny. It's funny that Clavicular is freaking doing the rounds in Israel. Like, that's so bizarre. Can't wait to see Netanyahu's looks maxing stream. Dude, if that happened, that would actually break the internet. That would be the single most memed like thing ever, I think. If Netanyahu did a freaking looks maxing stream with Clavicular. That would be straight up hilarious. All right. It's like 2 in the morning. I'm going to call it there. I appreciate you guys for stopping by. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Play Marvel Rivals tomorrow. Going to be a more chill stream. They're incel and leftist media everywhere. It's not special to Israel. That's true. That's true. See you. All right. Have a good night, guys. I'll be back tomorrow. Might come back on Thursday. Not entirely sure. I'll do another post if I'm coming back on Thursday or not. But I'll be on tomorrow for Marvel Rivals, and then Saturday for sure for another React/news stream. Goon Rivals. You caught me, bro. All right. Have a good night, guys. Later.